Hey, what's up? Let's get this off the screen. Oh, hold on. This thing's needs to be reset again. Man, I am having some trouble with my webcam. It is crazy. That webcam over in the corner there for Neo, that one right there, is really bugging out. I've been having a bunch of trouble with it, and just this morning I had to like reinstall the drivers again, and I went to look at like a camera preview, like what it's showing, and it was like literal glitching. Like the screen was glitching on the bottom, and I was like, what the hell? Anyway, Superman, how you doing, buddy? Scaper in here early. Duccio. Scaper becoming one of our OG starting crew. The starting squad. First shift. I've been watching a TV show called The Pit. It's a TV show about the ER in a hospital in Pittsburgh, and I guess their nickname for the ER pit is The Pit. And it's pretty good. I caught on to it because somebody mentioned it as one of the most faithful adaptations of a real ER, like the way doctors actually work in the ER and how it all functions and blah, blah, blah. And in terms of what they do on the show, like every episode is constantly them, diagnosing people with shit, and this is all real conditions, and telling them what they're going to do to fix them, and and it's all based off of real, medical procedures and everything else. And it's a tough show to watch sometimes. It's very graphic, but anyway, I don't know why I'm rambling about that. The point is, they have an early crew and a late crew, and you guys are my early crew. Everybody in here at the start of the show. We're going to be playing some Magic today. Shocker, I know. But after Magic, alchemy. After Magic, we're going to be playing some Arc Raiders, and I'm kind of excited. I keep saying, yeah, I'm going to play Arc Raiders, and not a lot of people vote for it when I put it up on the chat's choice. So I haven't played it in a while, basically, so I'm going to get back into it. Also, Phasmophobia finally is going to launch, version 1.0. I bought that game for $5 2 weeks after it came out, or like a week after, because that was right when I first, I had been streaming a few months at that point when that game came out. So I was just keeping tabs on all the new games coming out and everything. And people were like, yeah, try this game. And we had a blast, played a ton of it. And then I just kind of, forgot about it. And now I know there's still obviously people who play it or whatever, but all the years later, I don't know how many years it's been, 3, 4, 5. It's finally launching, but echoey? Hold on. Let me double check. Thank you for the message. Oh, you fucking piece of shit. What? What the fuck is going on right now? Jesus Christ. Let me just see something here. It's my webcam mic. It's the webcam whose drivers I reinstalled. Fucking believable. There we go. Wow. Test. Yeah, it's good, right? Oh, Windows, you're going to shit. You are going to fucking shit. Microsoft doesn't give a fuck anymore. Oh my god. Yeah, like ridiculous. I reinstalled the drivers. And now Discord wants to switch to it too. I reinstalled the drivers and I told you I'm trying to fix this stupid webcam, Neo's cam, cuz it just stopped working. So I'm trying different things, you know. I'm not touching any of the other audio settings. I just go to Microsoft, you know, LifeCam. I disabled it. I restarted the computer. I enabled it again. I ran a Microsoft. It asks you if you want to try troubleshooting, and it did a bunch. It said it's going to reset all the something on it with the mic with the webcam. And as soon as it did that, not only did it take over on the mic, like the mic spot on voice mod and default Windows mic, but it also took off my actual mic. I had to unplug and plug in the actual mic to get it to actually see it again, which is insane. What? God, welcome to streaming. I'm telling you, there's a whole bunch of devices here and a ton of software, all different programs by different companies that all have to like work together. And man, there's so many issues. Stream element stuff, like when you layer on that on top of it, that it causes a bunch more issues. I will say OBS is pretty impressive. Let's cycle this. OBS is, oh no, I don't care about that. Is actually pretty awesome what you can do. There's even, I haven't experimented with this before, but there's this this plugin, an NDI, it's called, that lets you, Basicer, actually one of the people on my channel told me about this and I was looking into it. You can actually, like I can pick up my phone and then take the stream that you're watching right now and seamlessly like switch to my phone. So now my phone is streaming. Like I can stream from my phone. I've done it before, but it's there's a plugin that lets you actually just seamlessly go from streaming on your computer to your phone and vice versa, which is wild. That is crazy. But sorry everybody for the audio issues. It wasn't picking up the right one. It was picking up the garbage mic on my webcam, the second webcam there, the one that I use for Neo. I don't think I want any of this stuff, right? Those lines don't interest me. We got some alchemy packs. Let's open all our Lorwyn here. I might start with a draft today. I think I put draft in the stream title. I haven't drafted enough of this set. I really need to draft more. Oh, rare wildcard and a mythic? Great packs. The rest of these cards are irrelevant, but... Alchemy. I haven't looked at any of the alchemy cards yet, because alchemy's, you know, might as well be a secret layer. I don't give a shit. Great, the same rare. Amazing. 5 mana, 4/7. When it enters, forest cards in your hand and library are all 3/4s. And when this dies, you go get 2 forests and put them on the battlefield untapped. Wow. It's kind of powerful. I don't know. What is this? Seek X? Seek is, yeah, go in your deck and pull them out, right? At random. Number of colors among permanents you control that share a color with one or more permanents you control. Yeah, okay, sure. Draw a bunch of cards, tutor up a bunch of cards. Alchemy, silly nonsense. Tarkey or Dragonstorm. I don't know why I have 3 packs of this, but let's crack those. Sure, I'm gonna save those cube packs. So yeah, could just start with a little draft. Oh wait, quick draft? No, I don't want to play quick draft. But see, now that quick draft is happening, the regular draft's gonna be spicy. What do I have to go to here? Events? God, I hate this. Hate this client with a passion. I could do a quick draft. That lets us take a lot of time with each pick. Would you guys want to do that instead? Or should I just do a regular draft? I kind of want to do a regular draft. I haven't touched pick 2. A lot of people are actually finding pick 2 in this format to not be terrible. But I think that's because it's a tribal form or a kindred format, right? It's a format where there are, you know, very specific lanes that you're supposed to go into. But try the 4 color for the Bro Tour, 6 and 3 and 1. Yeah, could try that. I've been playing 4 color for so long, I just want to try anything else basically. But I liked a lot of the decks that I tried too. Yeah, let's do normal draft, I think. Yeah.
2 4-color control that did reasonably. Oh, nice. Oh, I have a draft token too. There were 2 4-color that did okay. 6 and 3 and 1 isn't terrible. It's not bad at all. I remember, I think I looked at one list and I thought, like, I don't know. I just disagree with too many of these weird, you know, one-ups. It feels like the 4-color deck, or at least the players who build the 4-color deck, are really just trying to stick everything in their deck to deal with everything they can possibly deal with, right? I don't know. It's the classic deck building trap that I think a lot of people fall into. That said, like back when you were playing Mystical Teachings, it was nice to have a little toolbox. Like that's not the same thing. If we're playing an actual like two teachings in our deck or something, but the deck that they don't even play teachings anymore. They just have a bunch of random like one-ofs. It just feels so much more unfocused than blue-white and blue-black. I also think the biggest loss of the 4-color deck is the colorless land demo field. You know, not having demo field is really what makes that deck, I think, worse than the other 2 control decks. But I would have never thought Dimir Control would be a real deck, but after seeing the win rate at the Pro Tour and playing with it a little bit, yeah, it's a deck. Obviously going to take this. And see if we can get into Merfolk. I also just love blue. Blue's a great color to be in here. I'm not passing a ton. Rhymekin Recluse is pretty awesome, so it sucks passing that, but... Well, Reese is powerful. Huh. Unexpected Assistance is pretty good. I think I'm just going to take Cinder Strike. I think it's the best card in the pack, and it's the best common. It's probably better than this. This is kind of powerful too, though. I don't mind it. But Reese would be the next highest pick here, but a White Elf is such a weird card. It's been good in the small aggro decks, but blue-red I like. I could definitely be a blue-red Elementals deck and still play Champions off a bunch of Changelings, right? I think I'm just going to take this. Somebody took an uncommon. I wonder what they took. Let's take Cinder Strike. Mirror Form's unplayable. There's a good Merfolk. I mean, this guy is really powerful. And a Wanderwine Farewell. We're seeing 2 good Merfolk cards here, so I think I'm going to take... I'd love to take another blue card over a white card here, but there's also a blue-red Elemental, and I've got, you know, 2 good blue-red cards here. This guy's really powerful, too. That's close, actually. I passed Reese, whatever his name is. What's gonna come back in this pack? I'd be lucky to get this back. I don't think I will. Wow. I don't know if I want to take a white card here or just take another blue card. Because, I mean, blue-white Merfolk is the deck, but it feels so, I don't know, all in to commit to both colors this early. Like, I like just staying one color if possible. This is really powerful. You know, this is still a fine card, even in a Kithkin deck or something. You know, bringing stuff back. It's any creature. It doesn't have to be a Merfolk what you bring back. And obviously small creatures, Kithkin's going to be full of them. There's Tributary Vaulter, which is fine. Brambleback's a good red card. This is tough. Maybe I should take the Festival here. Over the Vaulter, it's so much more powerful than the Vaulter. I think I'm just going to take Festival. What is this? Seek a Kithkin? Oh. Wait, what the fuck? Am I drafting Alchemy? Oh, what the fuck? I swear I clicked on the regular draft format. I think I accidentally went into Alchemy draft. Oh, I hate Magic Arena. Arena is so bad. I'm gonna take the Changeling here, but what the fuck? I just got duped. I just got hard duped. I clicked too fast. I clicked Premier Draft, and I didn't even see Alchemy anywhere. And I haven't seen a single Alchemy card because I guess people have been taking them because they're probably insane. Changeling's really good too. Man, red might be open here, but Cleansing's great. Noggle is great. Yeah, okay. Big Noggle. That's tough, actually. Ooh, Rhyme Chill's powerful. Wanderwine's fine. 2 drops and 3 drops. I'll take this. Oh, that's the Vivid. Oh no, never mind. What am I thinking? That's actually not what I want. I don't think I want a 4-drop. I'll just take another 2 here. We can get these Wanderwine distractors later. Anyway, I guess we're drafting Alchemy. Great. Runaway Together's pretty good. This guy's not bad either. Convoke is nice in the Merfolk deck, just letting you tap a bunch of stuff. I think I'd actually... no, Runaway Together's better, right? Not right now, but I think I'm going to take that. Cinder Strike probably goes. Feisty, sure, get in there. Better than Dagger. Gutsplitter Gang still in the pack. Wow, that's a super late Tweeze, but Unexpected Assistance is perfect. An awesome Convoke card, and the Sneakling came back. Oh, hell yeah. Nice. I don't love this, but I'll take it. Brambleback's better, but I just want to cut blue here. Oh, and we get the Vaulter. Okay. I think Blue-White Merfolk should be open here. That's fantastic. Not a Merfolk, but he's a bomb. I'm definitely going to take him. Wanderbrine Trapper's awesome. Would love that card, but we're not going to get that back. Some good Goblins cards here. Eclipsed Flamekin is even tempting, because it gets any Changeling in our deck or Island. And it's just a good defensive card. But Sanar's insane. This card just wins the game by itself. It contributes to Vivid. So not taking Rhyme Chill there. Now, you know, as you can see, it's pretty easy to get a little Vivid going on the side in my Merfolk deck. Marrow Sky Swimmer's awesome too here. I'll never wheel that or this. There's a lot of good cards here for Merfolk at common. But, sorry, you guys are talking about what now? 4 color sucks. I mean, they're all close, but I think the 2 color decks are better just because, Demolition Field is too good. Steam Vents. I don't need it. There's Vaulter. There's Unexpected Assistance. I guess I could take another Assistance. There's Puka's Eye if I want to lean further into the... Is this even good? No, this isn't good. I have a couple fairies. I don't know. Am I going to have a fairy? Or, a changeling for this? I'm just going to take that. Temporal Cleansing. We've got a lot of Convoke. I wouldn't mind some more Convoke payoffs here, but we're not going to wield this. Obviously, I'm going to take the Lord here. That's a pretty great gift. Pick 3. Nice. Our Merfolk deck coming together nicely here. Yeah, totally got wrecked by Alchemy here. But yeah, Dimir Excruciator, like a lot of those combo-ish decks at the Pro Tour are going to get a lot worse once people know about them. Like the Teamer combo deck with Landfall and the Combat Trick that gives haste and trample. Like, once people start, you know, making sure they have the right removal to interact with that, and on and on, Tidebinder starts going up in value, people start playing more of stuff like that, then decks like that, that's why a lot of the pros were saying, you know, these are 1 tournament decks. Whenever 1 or more counters are put on this creature, target creature an opponent controls perpetually gains. Okay. And it's a 2-mana 0/5. Okay. Well, the Signpost Uncommon's amazing here. Another Unexpected Assistance, but we've already got 2. Blossom Bind wouldn't be bad. We're definitely low on removal here. So I really need to focus on maybe picking up some good white removal like that. Over, you know, another 2-drop that I don't need. This guy's solid too, and is a Merfolk. But that's exactly what I want here, I think. That or a clunky and expensive. I don't know. I don't love it. Okay, maybe 1 more good removal. I want to get at least like 4 removal spells here. I've got Noggle, Liminal Hold. I don't think Runaway Together counts. Our deck doesn't look bad. Champions is kind of a removal spell. ETB, stun a creature, and then every time it attacks, the creature just stays stunned, or I stun something else. This isn't the most powerful champion. I think the white champion is better, the Kithkin. I think the elf champion is better. Oh, and I think the black champion is better actually as well. What is the white? What's the red champion do? I can't remember. I don't know if I've ever seen it. Oh, another Omni Changeling? That's tempting. Yeah, I'm going to take... This guy's awesome. He's got Convoke. So even though he says he costs 5, he often costs like 3 for a clone. That's pretty powerful. I need some better ETBs, though. He clones this nicely. That's good. When this attacks. So this is the kind of weak merfolk. I mean, it's a little weaker than the other merfolk in that it doesn't tap to do the thing. I mean, that would be too powerful, too easy to abuse. But you do tap another merfolk at least and bring something back. So now that I've got 2, they can loop each other, right? Which is nice. Wary Farmer. I could take a Pennant. How many merfolk do I have here? 6? This is pack 2. I don't mind Pennant. Is Gallant Foul Knight better? I have 3 4-drops. That's not too bad. I think I'm going to take Foul Knight just because I can probably get a Pennant later. People don't like that card. Wow, Trapper Wheels. Huge gift. And the Scoundrel. There's a Scoundrel in the next pack, right? If I get this Scoundrel, I'll get the next one for sure, right? Walter, sure. No, I did not get it. Damn. I'm just gonna take the best card in these packs. Yikes. Well, I'm probably not gonna play Shield Bearer. I just need to fill these slots with Merfolk. This. I guess it's a merfolk, so it's gonna benefit from Duelist. It's better than like Shield Bearer here. So hopefully I don't have to play this stuff. We'll see. That I will play. This guy's got Convoke, and that's exactly what these guys want to do. Formidable Speaker is great. Can't take it. Look at all these uncommons that I cannot play. Ouch. Preacher. That's the kind of 2-drop I want to replace the this stuff with, right? Shield Bearer and whatnot. Temporal Cleansing's cool. Would love one of those. Colrath Mystic's great in this these merfolk decks because when you convoke, you know, this guy comes out on 3 and then on turn 4, you use your 2-drop plus mana to convoke out a big spell, and you know, you just get to start triggering this guy and getting in there every turn. Temporal Cleansing's great. That's the kind of removal I need to pick up still, but I'm going to take a good 2-drop here first. Another Trapper's great. Is this? This creature enters, you get a 1-time boon with when you cast an instant or sorcery, mana value 3 or less, copy it. It's not going to be great in my deck, but okay, sure. Another Trapper will be great in my deck. Another Meander's Guide over Blossom Bind. I think I will. Flamekin, not terrible, but I don't think I can... If I take a 3-drop here, it's going to be this guy. Triple Meander's Guides. These guys are going to start cycling, and I basically get an infinite stream of this with Tributary Vaulter or any other thing in on the battlefield that triggers when it taps. Imagine, this guy starts swinging for 5. They have to trade off their any of their creatures because it's, you know, 5 damage. Whoa. 3 mana 2/2 Flash Flying Lifelink as long as the top card of your library is a fairy or instant. Okay, well, Fairy Matters card not going to be great here. I guess I'll take the removal spell here. I did want one more. Chitinous Graspling is playable. Shore Lurker. I don't love. There's Spiral. There's another Unexpected Assistance. This guy's pretty good too. This guy's like a removal spell. Actually, you know what? I'm going to take that over Spiral. And a 4-drop. Okay, we've got 26 playables, so I can start making some cuts here. Like now I can cut one of these. Runaway Together is on the chopping block. We've got Noggle, Blossom Bind, like Klatchan Festival I could probably cut now. Still good, actually, especially with all the Convoke. But Changeling to copy guides. Man, it's like I've got 5 copies of Meander's Guide in my deck. They're just going to loop over and over and over. It's going to be great. There's another Liminal Hold. I don't mind this. I think I'm going to take it. Shore Lurker I don't want. Yeah, not much here. I could take this, but now I'm looking more aggressive than defensive here. This doesn't tap to do anything. I don't know. I'm just going to take that. If it had a tap ability, I might be into it, but you'd probably cut this Dork. I don't think I need him. Seer. Wow. Late Seer here. Am I going to play this guy? Probably not. I'll just take the best card in the pack. So we've got 2 Liminal Hold. Like I said, 4 removal spells. That's what I wanted to end up with. So we got there. This guy's kind of like another removal spell. I think I might just cut Runaway together. I don't have enough ETB to really make it good. All my stuff, like none of it ETBs and does anything. Okay, Cleansing is good. There's a 5th removal spell if I want to play it. The question is, do I play 16 land in this deck? I mean, you might say you can't play 15 land with 4 5 drops. And it's like, well, these are 3 drops because they all have Convoke. So I only have 2 4 drops. I think I can probably get away with playing 16 land. Oh no, I have, this has Convoke as well. So this is less than 4. This is a 4. I do have 2 4s there, right? Jeez. So maybe maybe I have to play 17 here. I don't know. Huh. How many creatures do I have? 17. I think I should play 17 land. I have enough card draw to... I'm just never going to get flooded. So let's cut something. What am I going to cut here? Could just be a 2-drop. This might be my weakest. I like Mischievous more than Feisty for sure. This guy's pretty good. I think this guy's going to be solid. And then Preacher's obviously good. I think this is fine. Yeah, this is good. If I cut Feisty Spikeling, we still have 16 lands. Or sorry, 16 creatures, 17 lands. Enough Merfolk to make all our stuff that cares about Merfolk good. 11 Merfolk. We've got enough cheap bodies that the Convoke stuff should be good. But it is funny, like things like Klatchan Festival are solid in a deck like this that's convoking. I mean, just putting 2 bodies on the battlefield, I can ramp to 5 mana even if I don't find a 4th land on turn 4, you know? It's nice to play one of these. This doesn't bring back... This only brings back creatures. That's another reason to put, you know, as many 2-drops as I can in the deck. Right now it's bringing back Vaulters, Marrows, Sneakling, Duelist... Blue Gifter. I keep wanting to call this thing Grifter. And then these guys. It's got enough targets. Plus, again, looping Meander's Guide with itself is just like grave diggering over and over, but for less mana, and it has higher power. Yeah, I think this is fine. Any last thoughts here? Let me catch up with you guys. Nano, what's up? Yeah, drafting, and I accidentally jumped into Alchemy, but like I didn't even realize. I just went, oh yeah, there's Quick Draft, Premier Draft. I just clicked on Premier Draft and it default took me to Alchemy. If there's one thing I don't like, it's people grifting me or feeling like I'm being grifted. And every time I engage with this client, that's almost like it's what it feels like, which drives me crazy. Didn't I? That is the one I was using, right? Okay. I can't see it here because, again, client is amazing. Let's screenshot this. Sure. Exiled. I don't know, Dazza. Where is Exiled? Yeah, I don't know. He's I like that dude. He's a good dude and he knows his shit. Not just with Magic. He loves lots of different games. He's like me, and I always enjoyed him popping in here. I could almost never pop into his stream because he, you know, isn't streaming until I'm streaming, and I don't watch streams after I'm done. Yeah, I haven't heard from him in a while. I should shoot him a message or something on Discord. I do that, by the way. If I haven't heard from somebody in quite a while, I often will shoot them a message. If there's somebody whose company I enjoy, that is. And I haven't heard from him. I was thinking about him months ago. I thought that what you're saying right now, I thought that like a few months ago. I remember going, oh, I haven't remember Exiled. Yeah, where is he? And I just like, you know, didn't reach out to him or whatever at the time. I guess I forgot, but I will. I'm going to shoot him a message on Discord or something after this. But, you know, it's this kind of thing, Dazza, is so ephemeral. Like, watching Twitch is something nobody really stops doing. It's like, you know, but you just watch different channels. You might move from channel to channel over the years, you know, as you're like, I've been watching Twitch for years. I don't watch it really at all these days because I'm streaming. It's weird. As soon as I started streaming full time, I just don't have the time. I don't want to watch Twitch when I'm not streaming. Like, I want to get away from all that. So I watch less, but before I started streaming, I would watch like Twitch constantly, at least every day, like just random people. It's more interesting to me than watching some stupid TV show or whatever, right? Sometimes there's a great show out and I binge it and it's great. I love TV still, or whatever we call TV these days, streaming services, whatever. But what did they name? Elf. Okie dokie. But yeah, live content is so much better. It's the reason I love live music and live anything, sports, you know, you name it. Okay. No more land, please. Okay. Take it. Take it. Chop. Okay. You got it. That is not a very good blocker. Oh, Liminal Hold is perfect here. I should just use all my mana and take care of this guy. Blossom Bind or Blossoming Defense? Dear God. Okie dokie. Swing. I don't think that card's amazing, but okay, a one of. I could see it. I could see it. I guess if you're the elf deck and you're, you know, your 23rd card or whatever, but okie dokie. Okay. When they go to combat, I tap the Sneakling, and now we're both in a top deck, or tap the, what's it called? Moonglove Extractor. And now we're in a top deck war, except I've got multiple card draw spells in my deck, so I feel pretty good. They might have big bombs, you never know. Yep. So I could tap Iron Shield. Oh, they're going to bring back whatever here. Sure. Interesting. Cracking that early. Surely they have a better elf than this thing to bring back, right? That thing doesn't even tap for 2 here. Okay. Come on. Need to draw some land or some spells and not lands. Tap down 2 of their creatures. I just need to tap 1 down though, I think. Well, that's interesting. Should I not attack with Gifter? I can tap the 2/1. I can trade off with Gifter. Let's do it. Tommy, what's up? Pass. Sorry, let me snooze these ads. And Nano, you said what? Especially with convoking spells, tap out and put counters on 2 different creatures. You're talking about the rare that I have or something? I'm not sure what card you're talking about. Tap. Hemlock said he hates standard today. Oh, really? Okay. I mean, yeah, I totally understand that. I've had many friends over the years who've felt the same way. Let's see. Well, no. Let's swing with Glamour Gifter first. Okay. Marrow's pretty great off the top here. 3/2/3 that lets us find something better, except it's a fucking land. Alright, 2 removal spells go to the bottom, I guess. That is awkward as hell. Alright, well, I can tap their other dudes down now and get in there. Might as well. Ugh. Oh. Bold? Yeah, I didn't think so. Ooh, now we're talking. Now I want to start trading off bodies. How do I do this? I could... Like, okay, so if I attack with Sneakling here, they block with Iron Shield, they give it Indestructible, I'm still trading Sneakling for a card in their hand. It's certainly going to be a land. I know one of their cards is a land, I'm positive. What if I tap this guy down now, swing with the team? Is that crazy? Let's go to combat. Just these two. I'll trade for a card in their hand. I think that's fine. Yeah. The land that I knew they had? Yeah, that is fine. Okay. Pass? Sorry, catching up with you guys. Burned out on Magic. Yeah, standard people burning out on standard is not surprising, right? So let's tap that. That's okay. We've got a lot more. That was their other card. So I know the last card in their hand is their top deck here. They were saving the removal spell because they, you know, killing one of these Wanderbrine Trappers doesn't really do it, right? But now they've used their removal spell. They don't know I have like 5 of these. I have 2 more actual Meanders Guides. Where's my card draw, man? 2 good card draw spells here. I have 2 Omni Changelings, which if I find one of those Meanders Guide, I'm just going to have a bunch of them. Sanar's a bomb. God, Champions would get me through here to start pushing some damage. What is happening right now? Should I threaten the trade with their last card? I don't think I will. I'm going to hold 2 cards because they know I have at least 1 land. I want them to think I have at least 1 spell as well here. I just don't want them to draw cards, so let's tap that. Come on. 1 card draw spell and I'm off to the races because card draw will find me more. Card draw will find me more, you know, action, etc. Yeah, let's just get in front there. Sure. Graveshifter. Bring back nothing? Oh my god, that is not the greatest shifter. Okay. I could have actually bounced the Graveshifter here, but I think I want to bounce something else. Maybe the Moonglove Extractor? Just do that. Pass. Put it second from the top. That's a pretty lucky draw. Okay. Wow, is that ever lucky? Okay, that was the card in between Elf and yeah, so they just get to redraw it immediately if I put it back on top. Okie dokie. Yep. Tap the 2/3 here. No attacks, I presume. Ooh, bold. Oh, okay. Changeling. I think that turns into Eclipsed Marrow. There we go. Okay, punished for not playing my land now. Tap, push damage. Let's go to combat here. Do I leave up tap 2 things here? I think I will. Just that. And then I'm going to tap 2 things. And then champion stuns. So I don't think they can attack here. If they do, they might actually die on the backswing. 2, 4, 6, 8. Like, I have 9 damage in play here. Oh, they're going to gain life randomly? Nice top deck. Yeah, Gathering Stone's good. So let's tap the Extractor? Yeah, I just don't want them to draw cards here, right? Yeah. Okay. Okay. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Ooh, they're very close to dying here. Ugh. If I find my Crusade guy, then they lose. So let's see here. Punch. Because I want to exile one of these guys. Like, I can exile Eclipsed Marrow. And just needed to draw a couple more spells and easily win the game here. But we drew all of these lands. That is going to kill me, maybe. So I attack with the team, and then I exile one of their guys post-combat here. Or stun one of their guys. Or I tap 2, 4, 5. And then I play champions, and I stun. Am I gonna do it this way? Huh. This is interesting. I think I might just do this. Let's just champion this. And now the changeling comes back later. Six, put them to 4, and I have 2 blockers back. I'm dead if they have a removal spell here. Tap, tap. I think it's just this. Yeah, I just needed to find some action here. If I don't find another spell, I'm gonna die. Finding the clone was okay, but need to find the card draw spell to really give me some gas here. So let's tap this. And then if I tap another dude, I'm dead to basically any ping here. Fuck, yeah. I'm out of gas. I won't be able to do this. If I block and there's a combat trick, I die. If I tap and there's a combat trick, I die. I don't know. Let's do it. Put me to 1, baby. So now we can stun this, I guess. Oh yeah, whenever that becomes tapped, we stun it, right? We're in combat here, though. Okay. Tap, stun. Now they can do 2, but I think I've got lethal. Man, this is close. Oh, Vaulter gives this guy plus. And that's it. They're at 8. So I play this, 1 mana to tap. And then I attack stun. Yeah. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Combat. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Attack, stun their guy. If I leave up Wonderbrine, I can pump one of my dudes. I think I'm just going to do that. I think that's safer. Yeah. Okay. I think we got there. Glad I left that tap effect back. Nice. Ooh. Didn't draw any gas for so long there. That was rough. I thought I was going to be enough for them to steal the win. But the Merfolk champ, I had to tutor for off the Marrow. And he ended up getting the job done. Just him with Wonderbrine Trapper, just tap stunning stuff, meant that they couldn't force it. I kind of forgot that until I actually activated it. It's not just when it attacks. I'm so used to ETB and attack from like the Titan cycle, and you know, so many cycles of creatures have a trigger when they ETB and then the same trigger when they attack. They've templated a bunch. This thing just taps. And I kind of forgot that until I tapped and realized, oh, I get another stun? Oh, okay. So even though they had the flash there, me leaving back the Trapper was actually what got us over the finish line. Nice. Okay, let me catch up with you guys. Sorry. Magic Standard, talking about Burned Out. Yeah, totally could see it. I don't think I've ever seen you play Mardu. Yeah, I've played Mardu before, but very rarely. I mean, you're talking a very specific color combination, so it's not very good very often. Mardu right now, I mean, it's I don't know, Tommy, because I don't know what viable means to you. Are you talking about competing? If you're talking about playing in a tournament, let's say you want to go to the shop and win a tournament like an RCQ, no, Mardu's not viable. If you want to just play on the ladder and get to platinum or whatever, yes, I'm sure you could make a viable Mardu deck. I don't know what it would look like. Maybe a sacrifice theme, but if you mean like in terms of the larger metagame, then no. Like if you're talking about a tier 1 standard deck that's Mardu, no, there's no standard deck that's Mardu that's even in the top 3 tiers that I've ever seen. Maybe tier 3. There's some deck out there, but nobody knows because it's tier 3. Champions of the Shoal, yeah. Oh, you were talking about Champions of the Shoal before? With convoking spells. Right. Yeah. That's the part I missed. I forgot it's just tap. Usually it's tap and attack, but I need Mardu Ridge. Oh, really, Tommy? Nice. Esper's sweet too. Esper control, but yeah, right now it's just there's no reason to be Esper. But yeah, it just depends what you want to, what your goals are, right? Like, is it possible to get in shape by just running at the gym? Yeah, sure. If your goals are just to like lose weight. If you want to like get huge, no, then running is not going to be enough. You know, it depends what your goals are. If you want to play competitive standard, then no, there's no Mardu deck or Esper deck that's good. You could play Esper or Pixie, but that's not really a control deck. All right, let's try this. Rakdos, yeah, no. I mean, there's goblins, but it's not a good deck. It's just, you know, there's people who have put together a couple lists that have. One of them did well once. I don't know. I don't think any of the Kindred decks are really a thing. Elementals, even the Elementals decks in Standard aren't Kindred. Like, most of them are just. The Elemental cycle is just good. There's one cycle of creatures that's good. And they happen to be Elementals. But when we talk about, like, Elementals tribal, like goblins and all that other stuff, no. Mardu is, yeah, like, I'm sure you could make some kind of Mardu mid-range deck or something, but I don't know how good it would be. But yeah. Rakdos Monument? There you go. Never heard of it, but I'll keep... Yeah, just go on Goldfish and search for Mardu. I'm sure there's people out there brewing Mardu and playing in, like, Magic Online leagues and stuff, so their results will show up on Goldfish and stuff, but that to me is, like, you know, yeah, you're talking tier 3 decks, right? Adept Water Shaper. Must die. I could clone it? Kind of sweet. I could just slam Sanar. Kind of like copying Water Shaper here. And it's a Merfolk. Great. All right, let's get in there, and I might just go. If I draw an untapped land, we'll see. But Doran, oh my god. Okay, the random Doran pile, amazing. No blocks. The fuck is this Garbo? The 4-color, huh? They had 1 Evolving Wilds, but pretty lucky. Pretty lucky to be able to cast that guy, I think. Let's see here. Oh, or blocks? Okay, so I lose? Amazing. I can jump with this fairy. Whoops. First time ever playing against Doran. Apparently it triggers on blocks. Good to know. Okie dokie. That's game 2. Opponent miracled their mana there and were able to actually cast their spells. And I lose. Let's try again. Doran's pretty good. It's a tough card to beat if you don't have removal, and I didn't draw any removal. 1-1. Alchemy. I haven't seen any alchemy cards yet that have done anything, but I don't know. I'm waiting to just lose to some alchemy mythic or something. Sure, I'll keep this. All right, Vaulter time. I've got card draw. Just need to not die. Where were you on turn 1? That's okay. Tributary Vaulter. Another target merfolk, right. If I can't tap it to pump itself and block. What is this? Oh, Alchemy Rare. The first merfolk spell you cast has Convoke. At the beginning of your end step, if you control 2 or more tap creatures, conjure a 1/2. Oh my god. That taps to make... Oh, fuck. I need to find one of my O-rings right now. This doesn't... Yeah. I need to find one of my O-rings right now. Two tapped creatures. Okay, I don't know. I think I'm going to lose to the Alchemy Rare. I had to jinx myself and call it and say, hey, I can't wait to lose to an Alchemy Mythic, or Rare in this case. That is pretty stupid. I don't know why they would print alchemy cards that are also hard kindred cards. Like, this is totally unplayable outside of a merfolk deck specifically, right? Very weird, but no O-rings. So do I cleansing the Shore Lurker or the Curriculum? I guess it's Shore Lurker to get in there. It's pretty annoying, but see what happens. I just have to keep 2 tapped merfolk off the battlefield, which is basically impossible, because if their deck is built properly, they're going to have a bunch of Convoke. There's another Rare. That's pretty good. Bounce whatever? Sure. The lands. Yeah. This is the beginning of end step? Sure. Okay. Yep. And now I think I lose the game. Yeah. Nothing I can do about this. Okay. Yikes. Are they gaining life or something? Oh, it's this guy. A Preacher is gaining them a bunch of life, yeah. Think I'm dead. Ooh, there's the liminal hold. Okay. Ooh, so we might be able to get out of this. I think it's already too much value. This guy's just going to make another creature? Like, it produces a creature that I have to deal with. So now I have to deal with the thing that made the creature and the creature it produced. That's probably still too much. Like, I needed to find liminal hold before that thing triggered. I don't think I'm going to win now. Could shut off its abilities, I guess. But I basically have to use 2 removal spells on one card now. That's awkward. HGG, nice. No idea who that is, but yeah, there's lots of people out there playing all kinds of random decks. But again, it was the word viable that makes me. I don't know. Is it viable? Is a very generic term. My definition of viable, absolutely not. But again, if you're just trying to have fun on the ladder, yeah, I'm certain you can. All their guys have lifelink from Sig's command, sure. Sure. Got it. Alchemy rares are good. Who knew? Wish I was just playing normal draft, but I got fucking duped by Arena. I don't know why I put money into this client when they duped me into playing Alchemy draft like that. Pretty sneaky. Rudo, how you doing? 15-turn clock, we got this, yeah. Yeah, we're gonna have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in a few weeks, I guess, right? What is it? Early access is in 3 weeks? It's at the end of February, I believe. So it's almost Lauren's done. I can't believe Quick Draft is actually up. I guess it's been about 2 weeks since it dropped, so no, that makes sense. It's usually around 2 weeks, right? But I saw Quick Draft, I saw Premier Draft, I clicked on Premier Draft, and apparently it's some Alchemy Garbo. Yeah, sure. You got it. Wait. Okay. Want them to think about their life. Think about what's happening. Good old red, blue, vivid, Teamer vivid. Sure. A million color vivid. Sure. I don't know if I'd splash this card in my vivid deck, but you got it. So how am I gonna do this? I could threaten the trade with Wanderbrine. I should. And then we'll just Sanar here. So punch. Bowl. Yeah, draw 3 extra cards at the beginning of next turn. Non-lands, too. That's going to be pretty good. Is it lands or non-lands? Yeah, non-lands, right? So I can't make land drops off that. I've had the land drop in my hand, though, so that should be fine. Oof. They're wasting a bunch of time cycling for lands because they're playing a 5-color pile here, it looks like. Or I haven't seen white yet, but red, blue, black. Ukazai. Sure. What's this? Kill something. Kill Sanar. Sure. Slap. Time to block. Say bye to Vivid. No. Nice. Okay. I'll play this. Pass. Might Noggle the Diviner here, but I don't really have to. We'll see. Foundation's Phoenix, that's like Arclight? Oh, interesting. Cool. Yeah, I remember trying to make Monument good. What was it, last year? Whenever Aether Drift came out. I don't even remember anymore. Was that 2 years ago? Time has no meaning anymore. But I crafted 4 monuments when that thing dropped and tried all sorts of different decks. None of them were good. So it took the lessons package kind of becoming thing. I still think that's the only monument deck that's probably worth crafting. But again, that's the other thing too. Like I don't know, Tommy wants to play Mardu, but I don't know how many rare wild cards you have. That might get tricky when you're playing a 3-color deck like that. You might have to commit basically all of your wild cards to crafting a deck that you're not sure is even going to be great. Got to be careful, right? Sadly, we don't have a million wild cards because the way this game is structured. So got to use them wisely. Rakdos Monument. Interesting. 12th of the PT. I'll believe it when I see it. This is interesting. I think I'm gonna go any creature on the battlefield. They have nothing to bring back with Meander's Guide. What are they gonna copy here? Did I just make Diviner a 0/1? I think I'm gonna do that. And then they can copy whatever they want. Darn. Okay, that's not how that works. I thought it turned it into a Noggle. It still gets all the abilities? Okay. Unfortunate. Swing. What is this shit? Oh, they pulled some alchemy card out of their deck. When this enchantment enters, creature cards in your graveyard get +1/+1. Blight X. Return this enchantment to its owner's hand. Huh? It's like a recurring nightmare? Blighted Nightmare. Return target creature mana value extra less from your graveyard to your hand. They have no creatures in their graveyard, just six toughness creatures they can't bring back. Okay. I'm just debating, like, do I overextend into a sweeper here? I don't know what kind of goofy alchemy sweeper could exist. I know there's a... Is there a black sweeper in this? I know there's a white sweeper. Is there a black sweeper in Lorwyn? I don't think there is. There was in EOE. There was in Avatar. I don't know if there is one in this set. I don't know. I haven't memorized all the rares or anything, but... Shahar just played against it. Ashlizzle playing it. I mean, right, but like Shahar and Ashlizzle don't play real decks most times, right? They love goofing around. They play rogue lists. They play wacky shit all the time. They're content creators. Shahar at least was a 2-time world champion, but when he's playing, goofy nonsense on the ladder, I don't think he's trying to play the best deck in standard. He's doing it for the content, right? He knows that's what people want to see. But yeah, so you say these things as if it's like, going 7-2 at the Pro Tour, 7-3, that's something relevant. That means something. Just one person is not great. Merfolk went 7-2 in Modern at the Pro Tour. It's not a good deck. Just one dude ran well, So that's something, but even that's like, take it with a grain of salt. So I don't know. Again, I stand by what I said. I don't think Rakdos Monument is a tier 1 deck or anything in standard, but it's Magic. Can you do well with it? Are you just trying to get to platinum on Arena? Then fucking go for it, right? Like, that's fine. Sure. That guy's coming back. Okay. Now I'm going to cycle these Meanders guides. So unless they have a sweeper, they can bring back Diviner over and over. They have to keep blighting to do whatever here. Twilight Diviner's a 3-drop. Sure. Anyway. I'm loaded. I'm sure I had 200. Oh, there you go. Okay, then you're good, Tommy. Shit, you're loaded. Yeah. Never mind. Because you haven't played in a while, right? Oh, that's the list? Yeah, we can take a look at it after this. Sure, I'll get the list in a second here. Azorius, yeah, Azorius Tempo did well. 2 people played it. So again, it's like super small sample size. There, Mono Red had one of the highest win rate. There's only a few decks that had a 75% win rate. Mono Red, Blue White, Azorius Tempo. Was it Dimir? One of the Dimir decks. I think Dimir Control had like a 70-something% win rate across all the players that played it. But like Mono Red, it was like 3 people who played it. You know, the Azorius, was it like 2? I think there was 2 people maybe who played that deck. Okay. I'm just looping these guys. Over and over, baby. Over and over. They go to 1. Pass. That's interesting. 2 copies of it. Yeah, I think it was only like 2 dudes who played it. It was that Zlevin guy who always plays a wacky-ass rogue deck. I don't know how that guy does it. He obviously 6-0's draft, but which is a big accomplishment at the Pro Tour. But his standard deck choices are wild. I don't know if is he not on a team? It's like he's not on a team and he's just doing his own thing out in the wilderness. And he shows up with the wackiest deck, literally nobody else at the Pro Tour, and he does fairly well. Well enough to get top 8. That Golgari, like, graveyard deck with Souls of the Lost and all that was like, whoa. And people immediately tried to play it, and it was terrible. Everybody got their asses kicked with that deck. Completely fell off after, like, a week. Yeah, they're doing some busted stuff with this Alchemy card. Recurring Nightmare is a very powerful card. It's a vintage cube level card. Yeah, I don't know what this nonsense is, but they're apparently making a bunch of copies of shit. So I might lose here with them at 1 life. What is this? Copy it? Are you serious? Copy it infinite times? Okay, well, welcome to Alchemy. And 1 life. Can you believe that shit? Okay. Recurring Nightmares, yeah, pretty good one. I do end up losing multiple games to Alchemy Rares, and that's the draft. I kind of want a refund here. Fucking Alchemy. Unfucking believable. I clicked on it, not even realizing that I just went, I'm gonna use a draft token. Unbelievable. I went, yeah, quick draft, no. I went play, events, and then I clicked on the first premier draft I saw. Oh, that's such a slap in the face. I kind of want to do another draft because I really didn't want to play against Alchemy nonsense. I didn't even realize we were in Alchemy until like the pick 6 or 7 or something, and I was like, oh, that's an Alchemy card? What the fuck? Should I do another draft here real quick? Yeah, I'm gonna refund that for sure. It was a draft token, so I don't even know if I can get a refund. I want my draft token back. I just straight up, you know, it was in the same spot as the premier draft normally is, and I just got duped. I clicked too fast, but I'm gonna ask for a refund. Fuck it. And they're gonna give me one. To see him get coached? What? I don't think anybody... Was Shahar doing a coaching session on stream? Or what do you mean get coached? I got scammed hard, yeah. I clicked on what normally is Premier Draft, but apparently it's Alchemy. Should have read it, I guess, but who the fuck reads? Who reads Arena? I play it 5 hours a day. You just stop reading after a while. You shortcut. So when you're used to shortcutting and then it just bones you, it's why the auto tapper continues to fuck with every single player on Arena, because people just get complacent until it fucks you and you're like, oh god, okay. Or putting your triggers on the stack automatically. Like, that's okay 95% of the time, but then that 5% just keeps happening. And you're like, I'm gonna never let this happen again. and then it happens again, because again, the way you play so many games of Magic, you just get used to the way something works. It's like when somebody comes into your house and rearranges your kitchen. Oh my god, that drives me crazy. My sister-in-law does this. I'm gonna clean the whole kitchen. We're gonna do the cupboards and rearrange all the clean the Tupperware up. And then sure enough, I can't find anything after that because she moved it to a place where I'm not used to it being, like that's, to me, it's like now my brain's like patterns. Keep shit the same. When you rearrange everything, now it's all fucked again. You have to make a list of exactly where you put shit. Otherwise, I will not be able to. Ooh, I like Seer here. Goliath into Seer is nice. I will not be able to find anything, When they always have Premier Draft in the same location, and I click on it a bunch of times or what have you, when there is only one thing that says Premier anything on there, I just didn't even read the whole thing because it's not listed on the actual tab. When you click in there, at the top, it says the full thing, Alchemy, but I don't look at that. I don't even look at that part, right? I was talking to you guys. I clicked on Start. Oof. I'm getting that token back. Seer, nice. Goliath into Seer is a good start. That's cool. Oh, if he's just chatting, okay. When you say coach, I'm thinking like, what is Shahar teaching him a lesson or something in the channel? That's wild. Eat the Flames, but Sourbred anti solid might end up at some goblin deck here. Pick 2 draft, no. I really don't think Pick 2 draft is something anybody should ever play unless you are stuck with only 4 people. Wow, Cinderstrike pick 4. What a great pickup. That is awesome. That's a sign red is open. Sourbred obviously is great here too, but I'm going to definitely take a Cinderstrike. Cinderstrike's amazing with Goliath Daydreamer as well. But yeah, pick 2 draft is just like, I don't know. I think maybe people are confused. Like, pick 2 draft with Spider-Man was widely panned as being absolutely atrocious. I think a lot of people got confused and thought that was because Spider-Man was a garbage set. And Spider-Man was a garbage set, but that's not why the pick 2 draft was bad. This pick 2 is better than Spider-Man because this is a set where you're on rails and you're supposed to be Merfolk and you're supposed to be this. In pick 2 draft, the lane you're in is so much more exaggerated. Like, you must get into that lane in the first 2 picks because that's already half of pack 1 or whatever, a third of pack 1, right? Blightrot with the Goliath Daydreamer, just taking all the removal here. So, this set actually ends up working better in pick 2 draft than a lot of other sets. I haven't seen a ton of specifically goblins here. Puka's Eye. Tempting to take something like this and be like red, green, splash, vivid stuff, or red, blue. There was a temporal cleansing there. Tend the Springs I'm not a fan of. Springleaf Drum sucks. Guess I'll take this. I don't think black is very open here, but red was. So anyway, I just stay away from pick 2 draft. It's just a worse draft experience, like full stop. Just that is a fact. Once you accept that it's just a worse draft experience, you have to ask yourself, are the circumstances such that I can only draft pick 2? If the answer is yes, then it's better than nothing. So you would draft pick 2. Like, if you're at the shop and there's only 4 players and, hey, let's draft. We don't have 8. Let's do pick 2. Sure, that's what pick 2's for. I really, really wouldn't be doing a pick 2 draft if I had 8 players, or if I'm on Arena and I can just automatically have 8 players in the draft. Like, you're just getting a worse draft experience. Like, it's just worse. So is it like people are comparing it to Spider-Man? It's like, well, Spider-Man was one of the worst sets, maybe the worst set of all time. I mean, it's up there. So, is it better than that? Yeah. Does that mean pick 2's good? No, don't draft pick 2. They increased the prizes, at least. That was the other huge problem with Spider-Man draft. It was just straight bad EV to draft pick 2. Now the EV is more in line with what Premier draft is, so that's better at least, but you are just getting a worse draft experience. Like, it's baby's first draft, right? It's so much easier to figure out which lane is open, and once you start taking those cards, nobody's going to fight with you because there's only 4 players. At an 8-person draft, there's multiple people that have to end up going into Kithkin and Merfolk and whatever. Like, each archetype's supposed to be able to support at least 2 drafters. Some archetypes can even support more, or depending on the draft format, whatever. But as soon as you go to pick 2, now everybody can just avoid each other, and everybody just goes, okay, this is what I'm going to do in a format like this. So it ends up being a really shitty experience, I think. But I stay away. So I don't try it, to answer your question. But I wanted to explain why. I think nobody should waste their time with that. Draft with eight people. That is what everything is. That's limited, has been honed to a fine point, and the sets are designed for that and everything. Pick 2 is last resort draft, right? It's for when you don't have a choice. Free to play player. Yeah, well, again, if we're talking, when I say EV, I'm talking about, yeah, like how much value are you getting for your money when you play pick 2 versus normal? It's about the same. Pick 2, you're getting less cards. So yeah, if it's the wheel going up, wild cards and everything, you're still better off drafting the best of, or the 8-person draft or whatever, right? None of these are playable, right? I don't know what's happening. The end of the pack here, red and black dried up. Red was open, but this is what happens a lot in this format, I find. The first 4 or 5 picks, you're just like, oh, great red cards. These people are passing me like the best common in the set, pick 4. And then suddenly they decide they don't want to pass that color anymore. They're going to go into the color they just passed excellent cards of. Oh, man, rough beats here. Literally nothing. Not a single uncommon or rare for us. That's how it goes sometimes. We're not even close to being a goblins deck or anything. I still think I should take Prankster. I mean, it attacks as a 2/3. Unlike the Merfolk, it can target itself, right? This guy, which is fine, but I could angle toward Elementals. Maybe I should take this and try and see if Elementals is open. I already have a Flaring Cinder. I'm going to try this. Let's see how this goes. I don't think Goblins is going to... Oh, another dud rare? Yeesh. Brambleback's fine. Could be red-blue here still. I kind of like Omni Changeling. I did see a little bit of late blue at the beginning there. Brambleback's fine, but it's much better in a Goblins deck where we're being aggressive and stuff. I do not really have aggressive Goblins cards here. I'm going to take this. Elves. Well, there's a good Goblins card. Elves, Merfolk. Mid, whatever this is. Sky Swimmer. I mean, this is a fine goblin, but we don't even have a ton of goblins here. I think I'm going to take Sky Swimmer. And I'm going to keep angling toward Elementals here, I think. Explosive Prodigy seems good. Tam is not bad. I'm going to take Prodigy, though. We should be able to get a couple Vivid Pips in here. Okay, I'm going to take this guy. Yikes. Let's see. Dream Harvest. That is pretty good off Goliath Daydreamer, isn't it? Should I play that card? I haven't played it yet. Wow, and look at this. Fucking Black Goblins, pick 6 here, really good ones. That's awkward as hell. I'm going to take Dream Harvest. We're going to be like a control deck here. And that's good in a control deck? Sure. Heartfire's not good. This is good? Sure. Okay, little blue-red elemental, vivid nonsense. Sourbread's still fine. All of our other creatures are fine. Our removal's pretty good. We've got Prodigy, Cinderstrike, Seer, and Dream Harvest to go with that Goliath Daydreamer. I wouldn't mind some more red removal or blue spells, but Temporal Cleansing's another card that goes under the Daydreamer. Nice. Can't believe he took that. I know. Next level, right? Let's see if we can angle into Elementals here. I think Goblins is weak here. I mean, we're seeing some Goblins pick 2, or pack 2, but pack 3 we're going to get burned badly if we try and go into Goblins. It's going to be dead the way it was in pack 1. Ugh, not much here. I'll take SWAT, I guess. IQable. Thank you for the raid. Appreciate you. There you go. Go check him out. What were you playing? Magic? How was it? Hopefully good. Dawn Blessed. There's another Mystic. I'm just going to take Evolving Wilds. Sure. Probably not going to play Elder Auntie. Sure. IQable? Okay, nice. IQable. IQable? I'm trying to think of what that's alluding to, but I can't. You were drafting. Yeah, nice. How were the drafts? I accidentally just wasted my time doing an alchemy draft. Oops. I like Wistfulness. I'm almost never going to be playing this as double green. But, you know, if it's a 5-mana 6/5 that ETBs and draws 2, discards a card, is still better than every other card in the pack. Rhymekin Recluse is awesome, but this is still better. The fact that I can evoke it early as well if I'm, you know, light on lands or whatever is amazing. I'm still going to take Wistfulness here. But some other good ones in there I wouldn't mind getting. Not like I'm going to wheel that 3-drop, but ooh. Splash green for this? Look at my Vivid. I've got a bunch of Vivid going on. That said, this cares about permanence, and I'm not doing a bunch of permanence here. This guy's interesting. I do have a bunch of instant speed removal. Swat Away, Sear. Oh, I thought I had one more. Oh, the black cards I cut, right? So never mind. Could take Feed the Flames here. Or Unexpected Assistance is pretty good. This guy is pretty good. I don't think I'm going to be playing that many spells during my opponent's turn. Just take the draw spell here. I might get one of those removal spells back. Oh, Sanar's a beautiful pickup here. Pick 3. He's a bomb. How's my curve looking? A little high. This is a 2-drop. Oof. This is a 2-drop or a 2-mana cycler. Some of these have Convoke, you know, so they won't be that bad. But Sanar, get in there. That guy's a bomb. Had an insane Kithkin deck. Nice. 6 wins. And an okay Merfolk deck. Nice. Yeah, I had a decent Merfolk deck myself. But again, it was Alchemy, so it was very wonky. Yeah, let's take Glister Baron here. I'm just taking all the expensive cards. I have like no 2-drops. Ooh, I like that. Convoke card. And another Voracious Tome Skimmer is wild here. Blossom Bind. My curve is really high, but a bunch of them have Convokes, so it shouldn't be too bad. I think I'm going to take Changeling here. Gotta make our land drops. Oh, that's powerful. Do I really want another 4-drop? No, I'm going to take Sky Swimmer, actually. Convoke card to get us some board presence so we don't die. Springleaf Drum I'm never playing. I mean, I guess I'll take Glutton. It's fine. Not doing any tapping shenanigans. I'm going to take the 2-drop, even though I'm probably not going to end up playing it. Wow, crazy. Okay, well, if I want this guy, I can have him, I guess. 27 cards, so we're going to have to... one Evolving Wild, so we're going to have to cut some stuff. Runaway Together isn't terrible. So, Convoke. So these are all going to be cheaper. If I can just make sure I have enough cheap creatures to make this work. I don't think I'm going to play that guy. I'm probably not going to play Scoundrel. How many creatures? 19 is almost certainly too many. Foraging Wickermaw. We're just blue-red despite all our pips here. We're just doing a great job playing, you know, Vivid cards. I think that's how you should be building these Vivid decks, is not 5-color Garbo, but with terrible mana, and you've got to put a bunch of, like, mana liths in your deck and stuff. Should just be 2 colors, and then get all your pips from your changelings and all that stuff. We've got Evolving Wilds, I've got Colorath's Zealot to fix, I've got Forging Wickermaw to fix, Changing Wayfinder fixes. Changeling's going to be really solid in our deck. I think I want to get to a lot of mana. I don't think I'm going to play that, though. This is green, blue, red, Vivid, so I'm going to have Vivid 3 most times. That's good enough for Glister Baron and stuff like that. And removal, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This guy bounces as well. Dream Harvest is wild, but... I mean, again, these cards all have Convoke, so they could be 3 mana, they could be 2. These are going to be at least 3 or 4. I don't imagine paying a lot more than 4 for them, maybe even less. Dream Harvest on Goliath is just hilarious, but maybe I shouldn't even be playing this card. I feel like our only win condition is really Glister Baron, though. I might need this. I'm going to take out Changeling, 1 Changeling Wayfinder, and Sourbread's too much value to cut. Maybe Swat Away or something. Something like that. What do you guys think? Hey Kuroshi, how you doing, buddy? Still suffering picking some weak colors instead of all-powerful Kithkin. Yeah. Learn to draft, Kuroshi. You'll do a lot better when you don't force. Just follow the signals. If Kithkin's open, draft Kithkin. Be like water, Kuroshi, okay? Read a book. Pick up the book by Bruce Lee. Listen to his teachings. You must flow like water if you want to do well at Limited. I really don't want to cut Changeling Wayfinder, but I'm not sure if I need it. I think... Wickermaw helps with the Vivid. I could cut one of these guys. Actually, maybe I will keep Wayfinder, and I'm just going to cut one of the Mystics. That seems better, actually. Look at this deck. Blue-red, Vivid, baby. I play a lot of MTG every day. Yeah. Thank you, iCubable. Appreciate the follow.
Welcome to the Squadron, iCubable. You're a goddamn legend.
You're in the right place. Thank you, buddy. I'll give you a follow, by the way, after my stream. I don't follow back on the raids till I'm done the stream, and I go back and I look, see you raided and everything. But every day during the week, yeah, I play every Monday to Friday, usually 3 or 4 hours, and then we go to play another game usually because I was gonna look at that standard list. Let's do that after this. The Monument deck. Fuck off here. Stupid stream elements. There we go. Will we win this match? Get your bets in. I know it's early in the month. The wing champ for last month was Dugio. Use those wings. I'm betting 10k on yes. If you don't know how many wings you have, you could type !wings. But remember, Kuroshi, we have to cut the Oof, I don't like having this in my opening hand. I probably have to mulligan this? Yikes. Okay, this is fine. I can put 1 Wayfinder on the bottom, I hope. This is not an instant. It doesn't matter. Probably shouldn't have led with red there, but... Okay, nice. Pass. That gets us our next land. I'm probably getting double red here. I think I have more double red than double blue, plus my double blue stuff is all Convoke. Convoke, Convoke, Convoke. This is the only blue card that's really heavy. So early in the game, I think I want red. Sure. Yeah, let's get another red source for now, and then Changeling can get blue, and we'll be fine here. Or not. Okay. Still gonna play Changeling. I don't care about that fairy. Yeah, let's get another blue source. So now I've got triple blue. I can cast all the spells in my deck. Sanar next turn might live. If he does, I probably win the game. If he doesn't live, then we carry on. Sure, boss. Go. 6/6. I like that. But yeah, I play a lot of Magic. I've been playing this game for over 30 years. I've been playing since the first year it came out, and back then, boy, life was different. Ooh, Runaway Together is going to be fantastic here. Hit me, baby. Oh, they don't want to offer the trade? I love it. Ooh. Oh, man. So many good options here. I'm not interested in using my red removal. They just don't have a target that's worth killing. I can Runaway Together, bounce Sanar, bounce one of their things. That's pretty good. But I can also just slam Disruptor here. Actually, I can do both, which is so filthy, right? Essentially, I have 7 mana here with Convoke. So let's just pass. See what my opponent does here. I can flash in the Disruptor and maybe ambush the Wanderbrine if they want to do that. Runaway Together on Sanar is better. But if I have a chance to ambush and eat something as well, then this is probably what I should do. Because I can always run away together the Disruptor later and get it back, but... okay. Okay. I take it. I think I'm just gonna Disruptor here. Tap, tap. And let's bounce this idiot. And then we'll bounce these two. Reset their board. Remove their removal spell. Slap face. Sanar. I don't want to Cinder Strike that thing. I just don't care. I want to wait for my Giant to come into play so that I can do some work. Plus, I can Blight do 4 to something. Like, I just don't care about this 2-1 right now. Sanar's back. They're going to have to use another removal spell on him this turn, which is probably going to take most of their mana to kill a 4 toughness creature here. You know, if I'm not attacking or blocking with it, the only cheap white cards that'll kill this guy have to be targeting a tapped creature or an attacking creature, etc. White O-Ring could do it, but again, that's most of their mana. Red removal spell could do it, but it's going to be most of their mana. Only Cinder Strike would do it cheaply, right? Kind of surprised they're actually playing red as well in their Merfolk deck. But here we are. This triggers... oh yeah, we'll cast both of those, I believe. Yeah. Okay. I don't even want to discard that. Let's go... Copy Disruptor. And this thing has Convoke. Okay, let's go Flaring Cinder. Man, why did I play my land? I just wanted to cast both these cards, but now this guy's not doing a ton. Not unless I discard something here. I'm just not going to get value off this guy yet. I just don't need it. And here's the Convoke. Let's tap, tap. Actually, hold up. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, let's just tap like that. Okay. Still no. Sucks, but copy that. Bounce that. Okay. Brunch. I guess I could have attacked with both. Yeah, I wasn't actually expecting to block there, but sure. Okay, Sanar doing work. We've got double removal plus card draw in hand. This feels like this is very wrapped up almost at this point. I'm going to get a big swing in there. Yep, they do the same thing again to Sanar. Okay, double Noggle, huh? I do have some stuff still that can... yeah, Temporal Cleansing. I could technically use if I wanted. I don't even think I care. I think even just one trigger off Sanar was probably enough there. Okay, if I play a 5-mana spell here, I can discard this Evolving Wilds and get a redraw. I should just draw first and see what I find. The question is, how do I tap this? Let's go tap, 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 and discard draw. Sourbread, not bad here. Could slam it this turn, but look at my fucking hand is stacked. Yeah, I'm still dropping the land. I don't care. I've just got too many good action cards here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I could swing with both. I probably, or all my dudes. I probably should. Yeah, you know what? This is weird to kill the Sprite, but because their other guy is a 1/3, I'm actually just going to kill the Sprite here, swing with the team. Now they have no good blocks. That's just better. And then I leave up Seer. I don't have to drop these yet. They're going to take over the game, but first my opponent has to deal with all this. This is already enough to kill them in 2 turns, so I don't need to play anything else. Just leave up removal. They take 9. Okay, go. What are they going to do to get out of this now? Convoke is awesome. I love playing with Convoke. It just makes deck building so funny. Like, normally you can't play like 5/5 drops in your deck, but when all of them you can tap cast for like 3 mana. Like, I'm able to double spell multiple turns because of Convoke and stuff. It ends up being pretty silly. Anything else? Sure. I'm gonna pop one of these guys, I guess. They're at 7. I mean, I have no 2-power dudes. So I guess I kill one of these. Alright. Use all our mana there. Let's go to combat. Oh, I should have actually played this pre-combat and gotten the draw. Oh, that works too. I was just going to swing with the team there and then drop a Merfolk. That would have been enough. We got it. Congrats those who bet on yes. You get some wings. Let's get the next one here. We're 1-0. Let's keep running it up. I'm going to get some more coffee here in a second too. Get your bets in for the next one. Will we win this match? Of course we're going to win this match, chat. You know it.
You sure about that?
Yes.
You sure about that? You sure about that?
Come on. Of course I am. 100%. Yes, 10K. Am I going to win this? Okay, 8-Ball. Very funny. 8-Ball thinks it's funny. Very funny, 8-Ball. Douchebag. Alright, here we go. Deuce. Easy keep. We're on the draw. Lister Baron within reach with 2 islands, so feels pretty good. Leading with the off-color land of my first play, of course. I'm probably just going to drop Glutton first, right? Get on the board. I don't need to cycle this guy yet. Glutton into Kulrath. And then maybe Glister Baron and start +3/+3ing. Even a Gristle Glutton gets very scary when you've got a Glister Baron in play, right? Gristle and Glister. Name a more iconic duo. God, those words are too similar and they mean totally different things. What is like? I don't know what a Glister is, actually. I don't read the lore in Magic, but oh, that's rude. That's a good one. Okay, okay. So it's gonna be that kind of game, huh? I think that's fine. High toughness dudes, good. They're gonna draw a card basically immediately, right? Okay, need some of my removal now. Should I? Nah. I mean, this 4-drop just gets so wrecked by Disruptor, right? We just get such a huge tempo swing. Oh, and that's a Changeling? Man, this is interesting. So, obviously I can convoke this guy. If I do it now, I get the buff and I get to swing. Like, that's just better. I could swing first as a 2/4 and just see what my opponent does. They're going to block with Cavalry. No, I'm just going to Disruptor now. And look at the Convoke wants to tap my Mystic like ridiculous. I'm just going to do this. Trigger that. Bounce that. Get in there. Next turn I can basically do the same thing, or this gets me to Glister Baron. And once Glister Baron comes down, one of these guys, like this guy becomes a 4/4, and then I can give him +3/+3. 7/7 Vigilance coming in, or I just go 4/4 and make this guy a 6/6 and swing with both, which is even better. If they have 2 mana up, they could block my 4/4 draw card and not die there, which is annoying. But yeah, they don't have enough mana to do that now. They just replay their 4-drop. So this is going to get real ugly here. Let's go... I could go Glister Baron. Yeah, I think I'm just going to go Glister Baron. I'm going to offer the trade with Safe-Right Cavalry. Glister Baron's such a stupid card. And if I copy Glister Baron, I think this game's over, basically. This is the beginning of combat. Boop. That guy. Yeah, I think that's better. Let's swing. 4/4 has Vigilance. Yeah, Glister Baron's real. Gotta deal with that card. If I draw an untapped land, I'm probably just gonna slam this. But if I don't, I could even double spell if I feel like invoking. I don't really need to, but if I Omni Changeling the Disruptor, bounce something, that's pretty good. Or if I just copy Glister Baron, that's probably gonna be enough as well. 2 Glister Barons going, giving +3/+3 is gonna be nasty. Yeah, they don't have good blocks here, so they can double block, they can trade there if they want. They're gonna chump. Double block here is interesting. They have a 1 mana white trick here? Maybe. +2/+2. Okay, okay. See what they do. They've got something here. Ah, that thing that's basically unplayable. Sure. So that resolves. Let's blight here. I'm gonna put a counter on this. And I'm gonna toss this. My opponent's chirping over here. I'll trade with that. Oh, I trade with both still? Yeah, that's not so bad. Oh, and Disruptor doesn't even die? Oh, that's not so bad at all. Really? So they traded 3 cards for my 1. I'm fine with that, I think. Okay. That's why that card's not great. Nice! They needed a removal spell for Glister Baron. They found one. It's not bad. But I think we're going to be okay here. Yeah, I drew the land, so I think it's just Slam Kulrath Zealot, and then we can copy it next turn, and that's going to be pretty good. Slam this, draw a card. Sure. Pass. Play that out of exile next turn. This leads until my end of my next turn, right? Yeah. They draw 1 drop. Deal. Nice. That's a good one. Okay. Redraw. Free 4/3s. Okay, I could Gristle Glutton here, but I like my cards, so I think I'm not going to. We play Mountain out of exile. Now, I could double spell here if I convoke. I think I should. Do I attack with this first? I think I want to clone it first, right? And then Sourbread post-combat. That feels pretty good to me. So let's go. I guess, yeah, Sourbread takes 4, which leaves me with 3, 4, 5. So I do have to tap both these dudes, but that's fine. I like double spelling here, and copying Kulrath feels pretty good. I'm going to do this pre-combat because they're going to set up some blocks on this guy. That's not bad either, but we'll save that for next turn. I've got the land in hand to discard to it. Let's go to combat. Swing. Their 4/3 drew a card, but my 6/5s also drew cards, which is pretty good. They take it. Sourbread. And I'm going to put this on Glister Glutton, Gristle Glutton, whatever. And now we've got a pretty imposing board here they're going to have to deal with. Green-white is not going to deal with something like this very easily. They can put a bunch of bodies on the field. There's some rares and mythics that could probably still get them out of this, but it's going to be tough. Yeah. Flaring Cinder lets me redraw, so I've got 2 clean redraws, 3 off the Glutton if I want to use it here, like mid-combat. They're at 10. I've got card draw, I've got lots of removals still in my deck. Cinder Strike, Seer, Temporal Cleansing, Sanar and Goliath both still in my deck. Wistfulness in my deck. 2 Sky Swimmers, more card draw. Dream Harvest would be insane here. I've got a lot of big hits in my deck. Land not one of them, but that's okay. That's why we have this. Come on, baby. Maybe I should have Evolving Wilds first in my deck, but I might play untapped land here, so I'm actually going to just toss Wilds. Redraw. Seer. That's what I'm looking for. So now I can break up a good double block on their part. So let's just go to combat here. And alpha. So I've got Gristle Glutton back to cycle this mountain on whatever they block that is a bad block for us. You know, they're going to eat something or whatever. Yeah, this is something I can break up with Seer. Seer doesn't exile, sadly, so they're still going to get their trigger from the Informant. Disruptor eats that. That eats that. Okay. Let's just put a counter there. Discard Mountain here. Okay, not amazing, but I think I break up the double block. It just puts them so far behind here. I keep my 2 biggest creatures. I lose the 3/3, but they take 5. They go to 5 here, and I still have tons of bodies here. They get to surveil. I'm done. I'm not going to do anything else this turn. Not going to play my land, obviously. I've still got so many big hits in my deck, too, so I feel pretty good. They're going to need a big bomb to get out of this. They're top deck mode. They should have cracked that fetch to thin, but GG. Alright. Will we win this match? This time, I'm going to jinx it. I'm going to bet on no, so you guys can bet on yes. Our deck looks pretty good. It's functioning nicely. We're, you know, making our land drops. We've got some really good cards. We didn't even draw any of our big rares, but we drew our Merfolk rare, technically. That's a weird one, though. That Merfolk, like this Disruptor of Currents, this is a very good card, but it's not a crazy bomb the way, like, you know, the Mythics are, or this guy even, you know? But Glister Baron was the star of the show there too early, just making +3/+3, just put them in such an awkward position every single combat. Let's go. Do this. I'm gonna get some coffee. I'll be right back. All right. Not bad. It's exactly what I want. Keep. Bodies, land drops all the way to 5. Draw spell to refill. Perfecto. Awkward, but I'm going to leave that guy in play. And I'm actually going to lead with Island so I don't show them Cinder Strike. Maybe they play a 2-mana rare here. Some bomb I get to eat. Nah, that's not a bomb, but so be it. I still have to spend turn 2 Cindering now. Oh. These guys are colorless is awkward. Huh. Yeah, I'm still gonna Cinder Strike here. It's fine. Don't love using this, but, you know, we're trading up on mana there at least. And then Changing Wayfinder can just bounce off this guy for days as we make our land drops, draw some cards. Once I get a couple colors into play, this guy's gonna be Flame Tongue Kavu, and that's gonna be a huge swing. So let's try and sandbag that guy if we can, of course. I take whatever you've got, homie. Dirty Dan. Dirty Dan and the boys. What are you doing, Dirty Dan? What? You some kind of... You guys are furries. Is that what you are? Furries? Dear God. Points into wings. Oh, there you go. UC knows what's up. Not new to the channel. And Speed Geek's like, oh yeah, right. We can do that for sure. I'm doing that too. Superman just reminded them. Remember, you can turn channel points into wings, 10,000, 1-to-1 ratio, but only once per day. You can do 10,000. That's it. Which is sweet. I like that it's capped. Yeah, I'm going to get one more island here, obviously. And then we'll see what happens. My opponent plays nothing on turn 3, so I am fine with that. I'm spending my mana better than they are now, right? They spent 3 mana this game. I've spent 4 by turn 3. Let's get that last island I said, right? Go. Oh, I thought maybe they had the 4/2 elf on end step. That would make sense, but just nothing. I like that. Ooh, missing land drops. Also like that. Okay, well, I want to get Kulrath into play, then at least Explosive Prodigy hits for 2 here. So let's just do this. At some point we're going to do this. That guy's going to get pumped. He's going to swing. I don't have a, you know, I could double spell next turn, which is a pretty good turn 5, or I could do this. But let's just pass. I could have bluff attacked before I played this guy, but I'm not going to give them any. I think this guy's going to do better work staying back, taking some blight later from a Gristle Glutton. What? Oh, Dugio did. God damn it, Superman. Yes, I mean, yes. Dugio. Ha ha. He is a great person to give wings to. God damn it. Dugio's letting this place fall apart. I mean, he's been the wing champ how many times? 6 times. Huh. Why are they helping him? They need to stop helping Dugio win. Anyway, let's play a mountain. I think I'm just gonna pop this idiot now. Let's see what happens. Prodigious? No, how do you... I don't know. Never mind. I'm attacking. They're gonna use their 2-mana white combat trick here to do 4 damage. You wanna kill him? He's only doing 2. Okay, fine. Fine. Reading him like a book. I'm gonna draw some cards here, and these lands are gonna come in handy. Watch. Okay, I think I'll get another red, sure. A lot of land in my hand, but once we draw a bunch of cards, it's gonna get, it's gonna be nice. We're gonna be able to just double spell. Yep. Not amazing with no board, but okay. I don't know what they're sitting on. A bunch of removal spells? Let's draw. Holy shit! Well, that was not what I wanted to draw.
What is going on with you? What are you talking about?
What are you doing, deck? Oh, God! Okay, that I can kill pretty easily here. Wow. Alright, well, the good news is, we have a lot of action in our deck. I'm 70% to hit spells here, but the bad news is I drew all lands off that unexpected. Unexpected what? How did you assist me? You did not assist me. Unbelievable. They assisted me in taking lands out of my deck, I guess. There's that. Alrighty then. Oh, for sakes. Fight. Okay, well, I've got a Seer in response here. That way we at least trade, right? It doesn't get a buff, it just fights, so. We trade 2 for 2, but they also get another Thought Weft, yeah. Okay. Triggers. Yup. Why would you pump the guy who's not got haste? Oh, weird. I am gonna get in front of this guy. Let's see. And even if they have a removal spell, we're still trading here. Oh, God. Sure. Okay, well, they spent another card to kill some of my dudes. Okay, that was not a bad draw. Let's find something relevant here. The +3/+3 was basically the only thing they could have that actually gets them to trade with all of my guys, but nice. Didn't play around that one. What is it called? Thought Weft Charge. Uh-huh. And they drew a card because they had that guy. The rare was pretty good. The rare was a good one, but... Outrider, nice. Man. Not bad, not bad. Okay. I got a double block here. You have another 1-mana trick? Dear God. They drew the perfect mix of tricks and spells, but they've got a lot of tricks here. Some random removal spell? Sure. Invoke. Got me. Yup. Glister Bear not so great on this board, as it turns out. This guy can't be blocked by power 2 or less, so I can't even block him. And he... Oh, and he gets bigger, right? Yeah, I think I'm dead here. I don't have a sweeper to get out of this, so... Dream Harvest? Could that possibly get me out of this? Like, it depends. If they have some crazy bomb in their deck, it's possible, right? I have to keep playing this game, I think. Okay. Okay. This is gonna get tricky. So I flip in Disruptor, bounce their token. I should do that before another creature ETBs. I don't want them to get 2 triggers, right? And it gives trample. Let's see here. I mean, if I flip in... No. I'm still in deep shit here. I flip in Disruptor, I bounce the token, I block Mist Meadow, I take maybe 8. If they play a creature here. I know they have Gold Meadow in Graveyard. Oh, that is going to be GG, I think. Yeah. Yeah, the rare copying Thought Weft was nasty, that Bridget's Command. Oof. That guy did a lot of work. I die, huh? Yep. Just has to give trample. Well, see what happens when I bet on no? We lose. I'm just trying to show you guys it's not rigged. Will we win this match? Sorry, Superman, what? Candyman and Dugio also did redemption points to wings. Okay, yes, I gave, and my mic tip is showing. Thank you. Like when I had my fly undone there. Thank you, I appreciate that. That's embarrassing. Candyman, okay. What is it? 10K. All right, the champ wants his wings. Yeah, I don't read the whole message a lot, but gotta start doing that. The bets are up. I'm betting yes. Let's start winning again. If I bet no, I just lose. It's just how it goes. It's annoying, but what are you gonna do? Not even the tip, Dugio. Not even for a second. I gotta mulligan that, unfortunately. This is fine. Just keep 1 changeling probably, and that's okay. See if they play anything. No. Right? And changeling Wayfinder is a good thing to put the blight on as well. Fix our mana. Not bad. I think it's just gonna be sour bread here. Okay. I can sear into Marrow Swimmer. That doesn't really matter. Oh, nice. So that guy dies now? Pretty great. Do I need to use my seer here? I could swing with the ante. Could play Foraging Sky Swimmer. Debating if I want to trade ante off for Dream Caesar. If I don't, I should just seer. Or if I seer, I can't. Like, I want to attack with my 1/1s here. Yeah, I'm gonna do this. Awkward, but Do not need. Alright, pass. Sure. Really matter. They're gonna have to either leave it back eternally to block, or that's it, right? Oh, I got it backwards? Oh, I forgot about that. Okay, okay. If it doesn't have a counter, right. My bad. I forgot. I thought it was if it has a counter, but and they fucked up. But no, I forgot. I didn't even hover over it. Just forgot how that card worked. If it comes back, yeah, if it had a counter on it, comes back, has no abilities. Right. Good to know. Yep, little value town over there. Not bad, not bad. I'll take 4 in the air here. We'll start pecking back and forth. I hope I draw land for the Zealot so we can keep the gas flowing here. Nice. Yeah, I'll do this. Dream Seas are not very good when I have no cards in hand. See if they can do something about this. No. Well, at least we don't have a land on top of our deck, but not amazing. Bounce my 1/1? Why wouldn't they bounce my Zealot and then make me discard it? That's probably better, right? Weird. Because they have Dream Caesar. It's just not doing anything. They're just not going to blight, I guess, but they could have gotten rid of Zealot for good. Okay. Got lots of bangers in our deck. Need to find one, though. That counts. Okay. So let's try and leave up some red. Sure. Draw like that. Ooh. Yeah. Okay. Weird game so far. Sanar threatening to take over the game. Sure. Bound to have some removal there, right? I have 21 cards in my deck. I could... Well... I don't want to trigger this guy. I could Wistfulness double blue and just draw 2, discard 1. That feels pretty good. I could also draw a removal spell here for the Illusion Spinners. Or... I play this, don't do anything with the trigger. Play this, don't do anything with the trigger. Hope to untap with this. I think I'd rather do this. And let's cast it with double blue. Look at the top of our deck, see what's up. Play a huge fatty, also good. There's Dream Harvest. Okay. So I can toss Changeling here. And then next turn I can slam Dream Harvest. Is going to be pretty good, right? They exile cards until they exile total mana value 5 or greater. And then I can just cast them. I guess I'll do this. Interesting. I go to 6. 2 cards in hand. Sure, kill my guy. I'll take the 2 for 1. Oh, god damn it. I'm at 6. I just have to hope this is good. Goliath Daydreamer into Dream Harvest is going to be so ridiculous. Am I going to survive, though? I'm at 6. I think I can do this. Doesn't matter which one I play first. Look at my hand. My hand is stacked. If I get to untap with Goliath next turn, into Dream Harvest and then cast Dream Harvest for free off Goliath, that might win me the game. They have 22 cards left. Oh, no. Okay, so be it. Yep. They have just all removal spells in their hand, then I am going to die here, but... No. Okay. Well, let's see if Dream Harvest does the trick here. 2 flyers. It's my only hope. Okay. Wow. So I can name Fairy? Dream Caesar? Don't need to make them discard, but gaining the life here is clutch. Now I don't die. They top deck. No, you luck sack! No! Top decks the removal spell? Come on. Man, that was sick. I would have actually been able to survive based on those 2 cards. And then if I find a removal spell, I might actually win that game, but... oh, darn. Okay, we're 2-2. That's unfortunate. I got off to a good start. I think this deck is good. I think I'm fucking around here, but... derp. Oh, we didn't win that one. Whoever bet on yes loses their wings. To nobody. That doesn't feel good. Somebody's got to bet on no. They would have won something there. Will we win this match? Get your bets in. Now we've got our back against the wall. Perfect. That's where I like to be. Now I can start actually winning. Let's go. It's like that children's book, Casey at Bat. Am I going to keep this? I think I keep this on the draw here. Sure. Lands are good. Is that Teysa? Not going to play Prodigy for no value here. Go. No 3 drops is ugly. Oh boy. I need to find some removal spells quick. Is it going to be Sour Bread? I could Sanar. I'm never untapping with Sanar, though, right? Yeah, let's just do this. Opponent playing 3 colors. Classic arena players. Splashing black for God knows what. Or maybe they're red-black splashing blue for this? Not sure. Blocks. They get a card, but I got 2 cards. I'm fine with it. Ooh. Kindle the Inner Flame. Yep. They get 2, actually. What am I saying? Double triggers. Nice. Need to find removal. I've got a bunch in my deck. If I play Wistfulness and then Prodigy, Wistfulness can... They don't play anything? Are you kidding? What are they sitting on? They're sitting on some counter spell? Fuck. I have to do this, so I'm gonna go for this. Let's see if it gets countered. They don't have double blue. Like, the only hard counter is double blue here, right? Okay, so Prodigy does 4 damage now. That's gonna be, yeah, black, red, blue, green. Ooh, that is nice. Okay, that doesn't matter. It doesn't change its colors or anything. Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Or is that until end of turn or something? What is this nonsense? Oh, sure. Okay. Okay, let me think about this. So we're going to 6 mana. I guess it's just gonna be Sanar Prodigy here. Alright. Taking over the game now. We're at 8. Took some damage off that guy. That guy was solid. He's always good, though. That dude is awesome. Looks like they're splashing black for something. No clue what it's for. Yep. Cycle away land. Gotta kill Sanar. They find an answer to him. Nice. Or maybe had it in hand. Sure, that's not a big deal. Pretty tempting to slam Zealot here. Then I only have 4 and none of it is blue, so I can't Disruptor. Could go Changeling into land and then have Disruptor up, which is pretty good. I don't really want to trade Disruptor for either of these, but maybe I just play Zealot here. I think that's better. Yeah, let's just jam Zealot. Might make a land drop here as well. Yeah, there you go. No attacks. And then next turn, I've got 7. I can probably just Changeling the Zealot again, but not after I attack. Or not until after I attack. Actually, I guess not, because they're going to offer the... Yeah, they're probably going to double block Zealot, right? Actually, yeah, no, I can do some good work here. Because I have 4 blue sources, I can actually just play both of these. That feels pretty good. They might kill my Zealot here. They have 1 card left. It's a 2-drop. Ooh, this gives Trample. No, 3rd time. Oh, no, it just adds a bunch of mana. That doesn't matter. Okay. And then they've got Clone Flashback here. Behold 3 elementals. Pretty lucky. They found the elemental off the top to be able to cast this thing. Yeah. Okay. One, two. They've only got 2 triggers though. 1, 2. They can't do this again because they didn't have the red mana available. So they needed to make 4 mana off that guy to get the extra mana, right? Yeah. Deal. So let's Changeling first. Now I can't cast all my spells. Let me see here. Yeah, let's go Changeling into land into Changeling. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, I could leave up 1 mana here, but just copy this. Draw another card. I can play that next turn. Swing, offer the trade. If they want to double block, I'm fine with it. They do not. Okay, top deck. What do you got? I think we win this one, but who knows? They could have an insane bomb like the Blight red sorcery for 5 that like you blight on. Oh no, but it's restricted by how much you can blight, right? So they could only do it for 2 here. Soul Immolation or something like that. Oh, Prodigy, not bad. Nice draw. Oh no. Mr. Baron's filthy. I don't have to even play it though here. I just want to attack with both my guys. And then leave up Disruptor. Chump, huh? Sure. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave up Disruptor here. If they don't do anything, I can always draw cards. So they're top decking. This game's over, right? Let's see. We had a nice little explosive prodigy. Was 4 damage there. That was literal Flame Tongue Kabu. That was awesome. I think that might have been the highest one I've done so far. In early access, I think I did 4 once, but we win. Let's get back to the bets. We're 3-2. Let's keep going. Will we win this match? Get your bets in. 10K says, yes, we will. The Elementals deck. Yeah, this is good. Forging Wicker turns random colors for the Vivid stuff. Not bad. Surveil. Yeah, I'm gonna keep that on top, I think. Goliath doesn't look great here with this hand. We just all creatures this hand, but it's mono red. I think my opponent's missing a color. I assume it's blue. I could bluff attack here, but I'm just gonna do this. Threaten a double block on the backswing, and get another red source for Ante next turn. Feels good to me. No attacks. So next turn we've got Ante, and then the turn after that I've got options. I mean, again, I don't need to play Daydreamer yet, but Ante might actually let me double spell the turn after with 2 Convoke cards, right? Ashling's Command. Whoa, that is an insane bomb, but they didn't kill... Yeah, I guess they could only kill a Wayfinder with it here, right? Yeah, now I'm gonna die to that. Nice. Let's see here. Well, I could Changeling here. It's kind of interesting. Yeah. Okay, no attacks. Ashling's Command is one of the top 3 cards in the entire set, I think, in terms of bombs. That was very powerful. I thought they had nothing going on. They just end-stepped it on turn 3 off of this guy. That's probably the filthiest draw you could possibly get. Copying doesn't do much, but they randomly had a 6-drop in hand to play on turn 4, which is nasty. And there's a burn spell. Jeez, that does exactly 5. That is pretty good. Okay, need to find some action here. And Prodigy. Kill my Wayfinder. Okay. I can chump that thing for days. Let's go... I want to leave up blue here, so let's go red, red, red. 1. I can't make double blue here to cast any of these, so pass. Maybe I should... Yeah, why didn't I play a blue source there? Then I could have actually gone Sky Swimmer. I think I just screwed that up. Did I play Mountain that turn? That was dumb. If I did. I think I just did. That was really dumb. Okay. And they don't do anything. Okay, so you're saying there's a chance. I could play Daydreamer into Sky Swimmer. I think I will. Okay. Unexpected assistance on lets Daydreamer cast it twice, which is pretty gross. That's not bad either. Yeah, draws them a card. Ay. Tweeze off the top. That's super annoying. This means their 6/5 is coming in. Yeah, for sure. I will chump you, I think. Okay, Tweeze goes to the face. Man, what a draw. Their deck looks great, but I mean this card sucks, but everything else is very good. Okay. We need to draw some Landos here. Or no Landos, I mean here. But I think of what I could draw. I need to find a removal spell, cast it, and then play it for free again, right? Okay, so this goes under Goliath. They're gonna kill him in response. Oh my god, you gotta be fucking kidding me. What a draw. They didn't draw... They drew 2 cards here, right? Copy. Yeah, they drew 2 cards. Damn, they drew bananas. Oh, there's the Seer, but yeah, they tap my Daydreamer, so I don't think I can win here. Seer only does 4. Walk 4. Pass. Yeah, Rhyme Chill seals it up. That's gonna put them over the top, I think. Yeah. 14. 2, 4, 7, 8. Yeah. Man, I need to untap Daydreamer. If I was able to attack with Daydreamer, it would be a different story. 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I drew all lands. Darn, that's a shitty way to go. Got a flooded in a couple of those games that we lost, but man, my opponent's deck was solid. He or she had probably the best draw they could possibly get with that deck right on turn 2. With make 2 mana guy into the bomb rare. Oh my god, Ashling's Command was so disgusting. Ramped him to 6 mana on turn 4, and that was it. I couldn't come back from that. That was crazy. All right, GG's. I wanted to be done with draft anyway, so it works out for the best. We'll try again tomorrow, maybe. Let's see this deck list. I wanted to see if this was interesting. Do I have to just highlight this to copy and paste it? Gee. So which means if I just have to highlight this, Arena's not going to like this, I think, right? Arena's not a very not a very good deck building client for this game about building decks of cards. Anyway, I guess we're not looking at this deck after all. I need to find... Isn't there a link usually on MTG Melee to export the deck? What the fuck is this? Did they change their layouts? Something? I guess I'm not looking at that deck after all. Anyway, let's play some standard. Maybe blue-black control, demons. I got mastery orbs. Sure. Use them. Oh, I've got a treasure chest too over there, right? Crack this. Sure. Free stuff that they paid $0 to create. I try demon. I like blue-black. Blue-black control was kind of fun. Okay, Scoop was talking about some Jeskai Black update, but I don't know where that is. I don't know if he put a link up, but this is why you can't put links in the chat until I'm actually gonna play that format, right? The other link I just straight up couldn't copy, but oh well. M-Dub, what's up? Let me catch up with you guys. I don't know whose messages I missed. I just see a bunch of random points into wings. Is that Daza? Okay, gotta remind me after, guys. Otherwise I will not see it. 10k for you. Yeah, there's no automatic, so do it when I'm paying attention and it'll work out better for you, I think. I'm gonna keep this. Against many of the decks that I can imagine facing, this is gonna be good because there's a lot of slow decks. Oh, I find the one dude playing Tiger Seal on all of Arena. That's not good. This did see very brief play, right? In Is It Tempo at... Was that the last Pro Tour? That was Worlds, right? Combo, and I take 0. Beautiful. I'm gonna do this and pass. My opponent apparently can't attack with their 1-drop. Soon I'll have 3 steps up, so I'm tempted to consult here. Frostcliff. Annoying. The turn before I can counter it, huh? Sure. Still nothing. Nah, I'm not consulting. Not anymore. Pass? Sure. My opponent played 1-drop into 3 mana enchantment. It's obnoxious because I'm not playing blue-white control. I'm playing blue-black, so enchantments are tough to beat. Demir's historic weakness. Enchantments and artifacts. Non-creature permanents. Very good at dealing with creature permanents. That's why Into the Floodmaw, I think, is such a powerful card. Bounce your guy again? Okay. Lucky? Top deck to land? I'm assuming that's what they were going for? I don't know. Oh, to reset this, maybe. Okay, got me. I think I want to leave this up. Pass. I could 3 steps and spell snare here, or consult on end step. I'll take another 4 off Tiger Seal. Eventually I'll find a Fatal Push card, right? Yeah, so we'll counter that. Like that. Double Frostcliff Siege is interesting. Consult plus Spell Snare? Yeah, go. I wonder how many basics they play. I could start popping their lands here. but they can't even attack me right now. They're failing to cantrip. Riddler. I'm gonna allow that. I'll take the 5 or whatever here. Yeah, I think I'm gonna consult and try and just hit this. Let's try and hit the fatal push here. See if they fight over this. No fatal pushes, huh? I don't think it matters now. Because I'm taking too much damage now. So yeah. Lose the die roll, lose to turn 3 enchantment before I can have my counter spell up. That's Dimir, baby. Doesn't save me. Yeah, I just need to stock up into actual removal here. I don't see any other way to do this. Could have played the colorless land first, but too many lands. I'm gonna play. I guess I play tapped land this turn. Take Reef. I'm trying to think of something that I could spell snare. I just can't. They haven't played a single card for 2 mana, so I don't. Like, yeah, I don't even know why I would leave this up, but sure, we'll leave it up. Maybe there's a 2 mana draw spell or something they play. The trigger. No. Maybe they counter this, but yeah. And I don't have a spell snare, so. I mean, I don't have a spell pierce. I can't spell snare their snare, so. A GG. Unfortunate. Try again. Tempo deck. I kept the 6 land hand for what it's worth against that deck. 6 toughness or less, no. Unagi feels great. Binder. Annul. If this person's playing 4 Frostcliff, maybe there is something to the Annul. I can't imagine a deck that would ever want 4 Frostcliff Siege, but maybe that's what they're doing. I only saw 1 red spell, so am I really gonna bring in Flash Freeze? Like Annul, same thing, right? They're not going to play a lot of creatures, so there is some argument to this, but the graveyard doesn't really matter here, right? Like, negate? I'd rather play Essence Scatter. I don't think I'm going to be piercing or negating anything. I don't know if Flash Freeze is actually good or not. Same with Annul. I honestly don't know. I don't know what they're playing. Play Paper Magic? These days? Never. Almost never. Last time I played was my cousin's wedding last summer. Or no, EOE pre-release. We went to the Edge of Eternity's pre-release. That was the last time. I want to bring in something to deal with that. I'm gonna try 1 Annul. And then, I don't know, is Tidebinder good? Maybe? Strategic Betrayal? I don't love 3 steps ahead. Whatever, let's try this. Yeah, I don't play paper. Yeah, I gave up on that a long time ago. COVID destroyed it for me. So once Standard rotated, Pioneer stopped mattering. You know, all my cards don't matter anymore. The decks I had built are sitting up there, you know, not being used. The last Standard deck I played was Throne of Eldraine Standard. It was the Adventures deck. After it had a bunch of stuff banned from it, and it was still just the best deck in Standard. I was playing that in real life. But I only got to play it like 3 times, and then I just moved back to Canada, didn't, you know, play anything, didn't play Magic. I drafted a few times at the shop with a buddy of mine, but then I moved kind of away from where the only major shop is. There's a couple other shops around, but I think they're pretty casual. They're not like I don't even know if they have events every week or if I think it's just Commander actually. I don't think they have like standard F&M and stuff like that. Again, I'm not sure if it's just the players. They don't have enough players to do it, or it seems like there's only one shop in Vancouver that actually has enough players to have regular tournaments, RCQs, all that stuff. There's a few sealed RCQs I've seen at other shops, but no lands. Great stuff. Up to 2 lander, but yeah, let's hoping to draw at least one more here. And I could cycle. Guess I lose. Charlie. Yeah, Corhen Demir, yep. To study my gameplay, I don't even know if this deck is... It's okay, but again, a lot of those decks are decks from the Pro Tour that were made to play at the Pro Tour and not to play on the arena ladder or, you know, in a wide open field or whatever. I think Demir's interesting. I think it's still probably good, but there's no way it's like 75% win rate good. I think it just caught a lot of people off guard, but let's try again. We'll play another match. I honestly think blue-white is better. I think blue-white control is the best control deck, and then maybe blue-black is second. It's both of those are better than Jeskai. I think Jeskai is worse because it just can't play demo field, and these other decks can. I think that's really the biggest difference, but what didn't work? It'll work. It's stream elements. Are you talking about the dueling? The dueling should have worked. If it doesn't, it's stream elements. Maybe it's lagging. Maybe it'll eventually catch up. The 10,000 points didn't work? Oh. Oh, because of your username. That's on you. What do you want me to say? If I can't give you... I don't know. I'm putting your name... I mean, when I hit, like, enter on your name, that's what it gives me. It gives me the Japanese part without the English part. Oh boy, Daza. I'm going through this. Is too much work. There, that's what I have to do. The fact that normally I put an ampersand sign, like an A with a circle around it, and then, or that's not ampersand, but the email @ symbol sign. And then it just shows me everybody in the thing. I see your name there. I click on it, but when it puts it in there, it doesn't see brackets, or I don't know why it's not working, but oh boy. Maybe you should change your name. Just saying. Oh, did I give you a shout out? Oh, oops. What am I? Oh, yeah, Wings, right? Daz, see, when I click on it, it only puts the Japanese in there. That's weird. I don't know why. Yeah, no, it doesn't work, buddy. I apologize. But what are you gonna do? Hallowed Fountain. I'm gonna assume they can't play any 2-drops here. That's because you got Japanese characters in your name with English. I'm assuming that's why. Twitch doesn't handle that kind of shit very well, it looks like. Oh, you kidding me? What the fuck is this? Voice on turn 2 after playing Hallowed Fountain? I just assumed I'm playing its blue-white control, right? Ugh. This is that blue-white flash pile, right? So, if I knew what I was playing against, would have left up Spell Snare there. But against Blue-Eye Control, I think I'm never leaving up Spell Snare. I don't really give a shit. I wonder if I can start demo fielding them at some point. That's kind of interesting. Pass? Maybe? I drew 2 more counter spells in the first couple turns. So, if I had just Spell Snared this, life would be great. But because I didn't, I can't interact with it anymore, apparently. I can't interact with them with half of my hand. Yeah, this is the blue-white tempo build or whatever. Yep, I guess you always just leave up Spell Snare on turn 1, even if it's a Hallowed Fountain across the way. Who knows? I haven't run into this deck yet. It's not very popular. I don't know how good it is. Again, I feel like it's a flash in the pan deck. The same dude who did well with this was the guy who did well with that green-black deck that was absolutely atrocious. Sure. I am dead here. Enduring Curiosity. Blue-White Flash. You know, this kind of archetype's been around in Standard a long time. I was going to say last May when I went to play the Regional Championship, one of my losses was to a rogue deck doing exactly this. They were playing Blue-White Flash creatures and like all at instant speed. And I was like, oh my god. It was a nightmare for my combo deck, right? Same with Control here. But other mid-range decks, I think are going to stomp all over this. And aggro and stuff like that, right? I mean, cards like High Noon are bizarre. They're very good against some decks and absolutely terrible against others. And it just depends what you're playing against, right? This is never resolving, so I can cast this, but they're going to counter it and I die. No More Lies, something like that. Spider-Man bounce card, etc. No? Okey-dokey. Maybe just a flash creature here. We'll see. Okay. I don't know what's happening, but great. Okay. So I can cast one spell a turn. I really want to consult this turn. But I know I'm drawing a consult. Let's just pass. They don't do anything. What is happening over there? You have nothing? Ang? Okay. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Well, I need to find some removal. I can use it on their turn, but debating if I should consult. I should just consult X's 2 here. See if I can make my land drop and find a removal spell. But we'll see. Spell Snare, sure. Carry on. Sure. I'm going to consult on end step here. I guess I'll use the one in exile? Sure. We've both cast our spell. Deadly Cover-Up? I don't know. I guess so. What could I strip? What could I strip from their deck? I don't know, but I'm gonna do it. I guess Voice is probably the best thing. Ang? Random Aben Interrupter? Oh, I can't play spells in their turn, yeah. So I can't Requiting Hex there. Nice. Blue-White Flash. Wish I left up Spell Snare on turn 1. I might have actually won the game. But that was a mistake. 0 Point Ballad is coming in. Tidebinder kind of sucks. I think everything else kind of sucks. I think a Betrayal. They do play this kind of like Protect the Queen thing, right? Spell Pierce and Negate come out. And then I think I'm going to keep everything else. I just want all of my removal. Tidebinder. I mean, Glen Elendra is actually not bad. This could be good against a lot of their flying creatures. Maybe I'll side in something like that and take out like River Regent and 1/3 steps. Still not crazy about the other stuff. We're bringing Karunagi of whatever island. Sure, let's do that. All right, Take a Master, what's up? Dragon Bounce, yep. But you're bad. But you're bad. Yeah, I couldn't do it. I didn't have the evidence. Favorite recent deck is Bant Airbending. Yep. I mean, it's like Badger Mole Cub, right? Sometimes those decks, like people who say that they are annoying to play against, are usually people who are not playing a ton of interaction. Like the Bant Airbending deck isn't that good of a deck against anything that's playing removal, cheap removal, right? Just the fact that it's a combo deck based around easy to kill creatures is a big weakness. But if you're the kind of deck that doesn't play, a lot of interaction, like you're another, you're a Badger Mole deck or whatever, Badger Mole's the same thing. People complain about Badger Mole. They were straight up calling for it to be banned. And it's like, wait, what? Why are we banning this? This card is not even close to bannable. But it's so good, Crater Hoof on turn 3. Nobody's Crater Hoofing you on turn 3 if you have a well-built deck, or you're a deck that knows about people having Badger Mole in their deck and having answers to it. Like, what? There's so many. It's like Ouroborroid. I've never been a big fan of that card. I jokingly said it would be unplayable if, you know, a card like Cut Down was still in the format. Like a 1/3 for 4, that's rough. You know, against any 2 mana removal or less that targets that thing is filthy. And sure enough, like, Ouroborroid's fallen totally off the radar, right? Badger Mole's still very powerful and, you know, is seeing play in decks, but it got stomped at the Pro Tour. Like, those kind of decks, you know, I don't know. Some of it's annoying, you're right, but that's more a byproduct of the deck you're playing than the combo deck. Like, there are worse combo decks. Like, again, Omniscience combo, the one that I was playing last year before Abuelo's Awakening got banned, that was much more annoying to play against because that one you can't interact with as easily. You know, you can't, your lightning bolts and burst lightnings and whatever don't stop their combo. And, you know, people who said, well, what about, you know, Omniscience comes in as a 1/1, you just kill it. It's like, but it's an Omniscience in play. They just have all their counters up now. So even if you have the removal, I can't count how many games I won because I really should stock up here, huh? Because people tried to kill the Omniscience when it was in play and I just went nope and protected it easily, right? That was a very annoying deck to play against. Even the current Omniscience decks with that enchantment that gives hexproof to tapped creatures can get a little bit more annoying to play against when it's got layers of, like, you know, interference so you can't mess with the combo. But the Bant Airbending deck, like, the best they can do is side in some counter magic, maybe, like the Enweb counter, to try and force their combo through. That's an interesting one. Now I'm glad I have Feed the Cycle in my deck. I think I'm just going to pop a Johnny here. Surveil first. And I'm just going to pay 3 mana. I don't really give a shit. It's not amazing, but okay. One of the only answers to a Planeswalker in my deck. But yeah. I just have the luck of never drawing. Yeah, that's annoying, but that's, you know, that's just small sample size maybe. Yeah, last couple matches you didn't draw removal. It can be frustrating because if you don't have the removal, they can go off, they can do their thing, they kill you. Do they play Spell Pierce? I'm gonna go for it anyway. I think I'm gonna take Voice. I could take a Johnny here. Maybe I just take a Johnny's. I don't know how many they have. No more voices. Ooh, 3? I like that. That was worth it. Because I don't have a ton of answers to a Johnny here. Okay, next turn we get to leave up 3 steps. Wan Shi-Tong. George Wan Shi-Tong. Gorgeous George. Totally fine with that. That does not matter. I think I want to go to 6 for the Wan Shi-Tong here. Should I just play it now? Very tempting. I think I will. Alright. Carry on. They got stuck on mana here. They're playing a low land count deck. I think it's only like 20 lands or something. So most of their stuff is 2 or 3 mana, but there's not a lot of turns where they're double spelling. Sure. He'll come back later. All good. Okay. Yeah, let's just kill this now. Pass, because we can only play 1 spell. And then we'll 3 steps kick here. Counter whatever they play. If they don't do anything, I'll just jam Wan Shi-Tong again. Of course, it just comes in as a 1/1, but that's fine. It's a body. It's something. Now, I could demo field here. It's kind of interesting. Sure. Then they get to play another one? This is on their end step. Do they realize this? I don't want to mess with their mana here. Should I demo field starting town? I just let them cast Flood Pits again? No, that's stupid, right? Okay, I could Blight to gain 2 here, but I think Wan Chi Tong... Oh... Okay. I could fire up a land and start swinging, but I think I'm good just leaving up 3 steps here. I don't want to demo field on upkeep or anything like that because they have Tidebinders in their deck. Should I jam Unagi? If they have No More Lies, I get burned. Make a fish. Fish isn't bad here. Having Fountain Port with High Noon means I have the advantage here with High Noon, not them. But I can... it's like I can cast 2 spells here, basically, you know, make a 1/1. Haven Interrupter. Okay. Mana value 2 or less, sure. Spell Snare not bad. I don't mind flashing in Unagi now on main phase and then leaving up Requiting Hex / Spell Snare. I think I'm going to do that. Okay. See what they do. They can attack me for 2 if they like. Do not mind. Normally side in Pyro or Storm and sweep the mole. Yeah, right. You guys can give... I don't know if... Give Superman wings? Oh, did Superman give it to you? Man. Do I just put your name as Daza? That's weird. Maybe I shouldn't touch the Japanese part at all. It auto-completes as the Japanese thing when I copied and pasted. What if I just put Daza? Maybe it would give it to you? Yeah, I can't put... what is it? Daza 0511. Yeah, okay. I just have to not use the Japanese at all. That is ridiculous. Anyway, let's do it again. Here we go. I guess, is that with everybody whose name doesn't have English first? I know there's a couple other people I've seen in the channel who don't have English names that I can see, but it's so weird. Like, you know, it's like Arena. Like, if I'm speaking Japanese, it'll show me in Japanese, but my opponents shouldn't see it in Japanese. Like, Twitch chat isn't like that? I thought that was already kind of, like, implemented. Maybe not. Would love to draw a Spell Snare here. Because if they have another turn 2, I guess I have the removal for the first turn 2, whatever it's called. Yeah, okay. The first turn 2 victory guy, Voice of Victory. Dakimasu just giving Daza wings now? What's happening? Now everybody's just giving... No gambling today, Dakimasu. Thursday only. Thursday is casino day. There it is. You an outlaw? Guess not. What is an outlaw? Who knows? Nobody knows. I sure as hell don't know. High Noon. Play a do-nothing. Beautiful. Could pop Demo Field there, but then that lets them play a thing for free. play a flash flood pits drowner or something so I can resolve consult. No. Okay. I think I'm gonna go for one Shitong here on end step. X is 2. Sets up nicely with demo field. It grows when they fetch. So I'm just gonna go for this, and if they want to counter or whatever, that's fine too. They can ang me if they like. You got it. Kind of want to consult on their turn. I mean, I want to find a land here, right? Let's just consult. And then I can leave up S and scatter. I've already got... No, let's just take another consult, right? Oh, did I already play my land? Oh, whoops. Whatever. I'll take some cards here. We're going to win the long game. Not bad. Is this exile? No. If X is 6 or more, huh? Getting close. I need more stuff in the yard before I can strip Enduring Curiosity, which is awkward, but... just 0.x is 3, I guess. And then have Scatter up. Sure. They get their curiosity thing, that's fine. We'll just keep the board clear here. It should be okay. Okay. Make a Kithkin. All right. This is where I could demo field, which is kind of funny. Do 2 to a Johnny. See what happens here. I need to consult. But I can demo field plus consult. If I kill an untapped land here, they can flash in a 3-drop. Then I just Essence Scatter it, right? Remember, whenever they search their library, Wan Shitong grows. That's why I'm doing this now. Okay. There is an option that they could not search here to not pump Wan Shitong, but they're not even going to consider that. Yeah. Trigger draw. Okay. I still can play a spell this turn, remember? So let's pass. They didn't even float because all their creatures have flash, right? Blood pits. So I'm gonna let this resolve. I haven't played a spell yet. And I'm just gonna kill this with this. And then I'll Essence Scatter on their turn. It's annoying getting this tapped. That's, you know, sure. But, I think it's fine. Johnny's not doing very much over there. Oh, right. That thing draws them cards. Yeah, I forgot that was sitting there. Sure. Gonna play something? I am consulting here. Spell Snare? Nice! I wasn't even kicking that one, so that's good. I don't know if they missed that, but... let's see here. This is annoying, but I'm gonna do this now. See what they've got. Can't play another spell this turn, but got Essence Scatter / Consult on their turn. I just want to stop them from drawing a card, really, is all that's for. Just cuts them off of one card here. Now I can't counter something if they have something, but what are you gonna do? Because I want to play a spell on my turn and their turn. My turn and their turn, right? Mm-hmm. Sure. Big 3. Yep. Blue-black control, not great at killing enchantments. Again, another reason I think blue-white control is just the default best control deck, almost every format. White just has so much better sideboard cards and ways to deal with non-creature permanents, stuff like that. It's a huge edge for white. The sweepers are another good one. Black gets the good spot removal, and the better creature land, which is nice, but yeah. So I can kill a Johnny. This is interesting. I don't mind that. Okay, let's try that. Surveil. I'm gonna keep that on top, actually. So I'm gonna try and play Bitter Triumph on their turn. So let's try sweeping here. Let's see what happens. It doesn't really matter. 2, 4, 6. Okay. Let's see if they want to fight here. Pass to their upkeep. I think I am gonna die now, though. They were able to get a board together with Enduring Curiosity, so... Or not? Okay, I guess I'll take your Angs. High Noon Flood Pits, huh? Okay. So that means, Bitter Triumph is gonna take out a Johnny. They can get one more hit on me here. Oh, High Noon does a bunch of damage, right? Forgot about that. High Noon, it can sack for like 5 damage or something. Right. I think that's going to end up killing me because blue-black, again, doesn't have ways to gain life. So double High Noon will do it. Yep. I can't win now, I think. Needed to have this maybe in play to counter it or something, but... What else? Marang River Regent bounce both High Noons, but then they just play it and activate it next turn, so I don't think it matters what I do here now. Okay, go nuts. Think I lose, though. Darn. Yeah, another weakness, like I said, of blue-black, just not interacting very well with that stuff. But this is not a great match for control, maybe? I'm not sure, but... yeah, we'll wait a week and this deck will disappear, and then we don't have to worry about it. But blue-black control suffers against even the monument decks. There's other decks where, you know, once they get their enchantment artifact engine going, you can't really interact with it and you just die. Yep. Thought you might do that. Darn. Get life with Wan Shi Tong? What? Wan Shi Tong doesn't give you life. Nope. I block. Anyway. Deceit gave Dimir some permanent removal. Yeah, this deck doesn't play Deceit. Dimir Control doesn't play Deceit. So, like, hand removal is bad unless you're playing a combo deck, right? Like, a Thoughtseize in a combo deck is much, much better. So when you're playing the blue-black Demons deck, 2 mana, well, not just the discard is good, because then it sets up your, you clear the way for your Demon combo. But also, like, that Deceit works so well with 4 mana Spider-Man. That's great. But this isn't that deck. I wouldn't want Deceit in this deck. This deck has no... Even though Deceit's a great card, this is a blue-black control deck that's Drago, right? Drago control. Anyway, let's switch it up. We'll play blue-white. This was the list that somebody went X and 2 with, I think, 27 or 24 points at the Pro Tour. So really good record, and I think it's similar to what I would build. They're not playing Jeskai Revelation, just blue-white control. But I think blue-white just has the best answers to everything because they hit, you know, all kinds of different axes, decks that attack on different axes. Gonna bluff Spell Snare on 1. Black gets Hand Hate. Yeah, Hand Hate's pretty bad. Like, if you know much about Magic, like, theory and stuff, like, you've heard me shit on cards like Duress and, you know, the other black removal, whatever it's called, the black discard spell that only hits creatures and artifacts. Like, some of them, they're all really narrow. You know, Thoughtseize is the only one that's really amazing, and even that is only good in a proactive deck, not a control deck, really. Like, you know, depending on the format, you might play it if it's a combo-heavy metagame and you're playing, you know, Pioneer blue-black control, maybe you play Thoughtseize in the main deck, but even there, it's like, just because you want card advantage, right? A lot of times, like, if I trade with creatures, you know, I'm only trading 1 for 1, or with counter spells is only 1 for 1. I need to recoup that card advantage. Like, I want to get card advantage. I want to trade 4 for 1 with a card like this. Or, you know, if I have to spend a bunch of 1 for 1, I want to draw cards to refill it. Like, Duress and Thoughtseize and all those cards. Thoughtseize is great because it hits anything, but when you cast the black card that only hits creatures or artifacts against any of the control decks in Standard and you whiff, like, oh my god, that just feels atrocious, right? This is the Lessons deck, I presume. Okay. Sure. Not gonna get Lost Grand here because I want to pay for the Quench. I'll probably do it on their upkeep, though. Okay. And I don't think I'm going to consult. I could consult for a land on their end step, I guess, but I could just untap consult or stock up next turn. I don't need to burn this consult yet, right? Removal spells are 1 for 1. Yeah, so you got to make up for... You have to play removal, so you've got to make up for the removal by playing card draw spells to let you keep 1 for 1-ing. Because you have less removal than they have creatures, right? Like, they're gonna... If we both trade 1 for all our creatures, you know, or cards in their hand, like, duressing something from their hand doesn't do anything because they just draw another card after. So they could just keep drawing the you know, cards that are similar to what you're taking, so you're not getting anywhere, right? Should I stock up here? I don't think I will. Let's pass. I could Wan Shi Tong. I could consult. I'm not going to Wan Shi Tong before a Day of Judgment. Tempting to consult here, though, before they can counter it, but I like just doing it on their turn regardless. And if they counter it, then they're, you know, they tap mana on their turn. Fine. Yeah, this doesn't matter. Great. Take some damage. But yeah, so you do all this 1 for 1-ing, so having duress and stuff, it feels bad. It's like you're 1 for 1-ing, but you can't interact with the board. So a removal spell is much better than a duress, even though both are 1 for 1, because the duress, you're the one spending mana, not the opponent. If I cast a removal spell, 2 mana that kills their 4 mana creature, we're still 1 for 1, but there's a big difference between how much mana we both paid for that spell. Even if I'm just killing a 2-drop for 2 mana, that's still better than duressing a 2-drop from their hand, because they haven't even spent the mana on that yet. You know, like, you're still down on that exchange, no matter what. I think a lot of people have to realize how bad discard really is before they understand this kind of concept, but I think I should Seam Rip here. I kind of want a Soul Guide now, though. What if I don't take a land? If I take Seam Rip Soul Guide? Okay. Soul Guide. Take a lesson, I guess. Tidebinder, the Enweb thing. Debating. I don't care about Storm Chasers here. They could have Boomerang basics to keep it going. I think I'm just gonna eat this. Because I feel like they can easily get that Storm Chasers back. And now we can find Land Drop and... Ooh, I could shock myself to leave up Spell Snare. I have to do that. With Monument in play, Oh, never mind, never mind. I thought I had no land drop still. I played Restless Anchorage, right? And I should Soul Guide here. If they play Tidebinder in the main, I could get punished, I guess. But that's a lesson. So let's exile Graveyard now. Because if I try and do that at some point and they have another Anticipate, they get to draw 3. I think I'm just going to do this. Sure. Grand. Now Day of Judgment looks good. Yeah. They had another one. Whoa. So they could have responded to Soul Guide and drawn 3 cards there. Let's Day. I'm going to shock myself and have 2 counters up. I think that's fine. And then Wan Shi Tong's going to take over here, I hope. No. Anything else? Nice of me to leave up 2 counter spells, I guess. Nice draws from my opponent here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're definitely just going to slam this now. Not going to fuck around letting them untap and draw Quench here. They can kill Wan Shi Tong with the trigger on the stack, but I get to draw cards still, at least. Deal. Okay. They had 1 card in their hand, top deck mode. They can go back and get Accumulate, but they need another lesson in the yard before they can draw cards. Monument hasn't done anything yet, but eventually it will. I've got to start closing the door here. Unagi or whatever. What does this deck play? We've got 2 Elspeth. Oh yeah, this is... Yeah, right. The other deck had Unagi, the Jeskai control deck. Yep, that's what I would do. Every time I activate a land now, it's bugged. I don't remember when it started, maybe a few days ago. Every single time. Okay, we've still got Fountain Port up here. Fuck me. Go. And I can No More Lies, but they can... Oh, they're not going to do anything? Oh my god. I gotta counter that. Okay. Oh man, this feels bad. They have some combustion techniques, sure. That's bad. Now they can draw a bunch of cards. Go. Could have fired up the other Anchorage, but I've got to try and pretend I have something here. So they respect it. Fuck, no 3 steps to counter that is devastating. And back and forth, back and forth. We've gotten rid of a bunch of their, you know, combo cards here. 2 Monuments are down. Well, one's in play, one's gone. 2 Artist Talents are down. They're going to do this again. Man, they drew all of their Boomerang basics. I think that's 4. 3? Oh, 2? Oh, they brought 1 back, maybe. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Right. Nice draws. They found the 3rd Artist Talent. Or we could find a counter spell here. I'm in trouble now. Make a treasure. Seam Rip's helpful. But they can always bounce Seam Rip. Let's pass. Gonna sack treasure to draw cards. Day of Judgment now sweeps, so I could block with the Fountain Port token here to save some damage. They get to do this. They're probably, yeah, drawing a card. They're looking for their last artist's talent in their deck. Hopefully it's in the bottom 15 or 20 cards. Nope, it's in the top half. All of them. I'm going to draw a card here. I think I need to try and find a 3 steps. Or a spell snare. Nope. Okay, that's not good. Oh no, and a 3rd endurance. That's insane. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Can chump this otter, but they're doing all these triggers on endurances. Problems. Big problems. No more Cafe. Smiltron. Wenji Dong the Killer? Yeah, he's okay. He's more just there to draw cards than anything and just plays at flash speed. But he's not exactly the most reliable win condition. Unagi's much better, but I have 4 Get Lost, yep. Can't play blue-white without Get Lost. Mm-hmm. The 4th Boomerang? Or did they buy it back again? 3rd? Darn. Yeah, they drew well here. See if they can bounce my token. That'd be silly. If they could, they should have played Storm Chaser pre-combat and gotten another damage in there, right? But, sure. Hmm? Can you kill me? Answer is no. Okie dokie. I think I just died a moment of endurance now. Awesome. Oh, I wanted to shock myself. Why didn't it let me shock myself? Annoying. Got him. That'll show him. Soul Guide comes in. Tidebinder's good. Negate is pretty good. This blows up artifact or enchantment, so I'll bring that in as well. Spell Snare is good. Seam Rip's good. Elspeth is pretty good. It's very hard for them to beat an Elspeth. I don't love 3 steps. I'm going to cut 1 Day of Judgment. Holy shit, I have to cut too many cards here. I think I'm going to cut 1 Chitong. I just need Elspeth to win. Maybe 3 steps is just too expensive. I'm going to cut it. And 1 Day of Judgment. And the last card. I'll cut 1 stock up. I don't love that, but hate cutting stock up. Seen the version of this that got second at the RC Super Quali? Nope. I assume it's the same list though. Or very similar. Person just copied the Pro Tour list. This is the Pro Tour list that went like 9-2 or 7-2. I don't know, 8-1, something like that. 24 points or 27? I can't remember. 27 points. 24 points, I think they got. Can't bluff a... I could shock myself to bluff a Spell Snare here, but on the first turn it doesn't really make much sense. I am going to leave up the old Negate, though, and I am going to draw a card, or look for a land, I should say, if they don't do anything here. Riddler. Sure. Riddler's good. Let's find a land. Okay. They don't have a ton of lands in their deck. I could start popping them with Demo Field here, but... let's pass. always Tidebinder for that, but we can save Tidebinder for the next one, right? Well, I think that I'd like to Tidebind, right? That's better. Just kill it with Tidebinder. Okay, let's Soul Guide off a demo field. There's no lessons in the yard, but pass. Have it sitting in play so that they can, once they get close, I can just eat it. Okay, yeah, that's an argument for maybe just countering Ral. I didn't think they were going to leave this garbage in their deck against Blue-White Control, but oops. Okay. Deal. I think you'd want to side those out even over the 2-mana instant, right? We have a million Get Lost and stuff. It's not a big deal, but a little annoying. Pass? Sure. 2 lessons in the yard. So I could eat it right now. Let's see. I could Seam Rip there too, but I'd like to make them think maybe I have something better than just No More Lies here. Draw 3. Sure. Discard 2. So now they've got lots of lessons. Obviously going to Soul Guide here now. That's fine. Jeez, and I can't No More Lies this? Sure. So they had 2 of them. That's gross. So they get to draw 3 with 1 of them. I sided out 2 Day of Judgments here, which is a little sad. I only have 2 left, but double Seam Rip here cleans this up. I am regretting not No More Liesing that Ral, though. Kind of greedy. Blue. Alright, gotta kill at least Gran here. So let's see if they have an answer to this. Okay, I'm gonna let this thing live. Hopefully, I guess I can't Blight, though, right? I don't have any Fountain Port. Sure. Okay. Yeah, if I had a Fountain Port and I could make a fish end step here and then strike, that would still be good, but I think I'm gonna die. And I could blow that up right now. Man, I want to kill Riddler and Artist Talent with this, but I don't think I can afford to not do this now. I think I have to just kill that thing now. Maybe they counter this. Let's see. Have 1 mana negates. Sure. Don't think Blue-White can get out of this now. Oh boy. Too many Seam Rips here. Uno mas. Yeah, all this comes down to Ral sitting in play still. Had I just No More Lies'd him, I think it would have been in much better shape. My bad. It's a lesson that answers Elspeth? What? Oh, this thing? No, give me a break. You wouldn't leave this in your deck just because the other deck plays 2 Elspeth. That's insane sideboarding. It's for something else, right? Maybe they think I'm playing the Jeskai version and I'm going to kill them with Monks. But even that's bad, right? Wow, they had multiple. That can't be correct. I don't know, that doesn't make any sense to me, but... Answering Elspeth? It doesn't answer anything, it just kills a couple tokens, maybe, if they haven't actually activated Elspeth yet. On her 0 ability. It seems so narrow, like that's just crazy, right? To leave a card like that in your deck. Your sideboard cards have to be answering a pretty good swath of their deck, like at least multiple cards, not just one card that they play a 2 of, right? That's not good enough. Galooz. Concede. Alright, try one more with blue-eye control here. Kill Tidebinder. Yeah, I should have no more lies. Yep. I think that was my mistake. I honestly, I don't know if they leave in removal. I just assumed they wouldn't against blue-eye control because it's bad, but they apparently left in Iros and they had 1 in their hand. Pretty annoying. Anyway, I'm over it. It's fine. We'll play another match. Maybe next time I'll use no more lies and assume that people leave in removal against blue-eye control. I guess so. I am on the arena ladder, so it's, you know, people are going to do all kinds of shit that's unorthodox. Who knows? I will keep. Not a bad. Sideboard card in the main deck here is awkward, but awesome. Bonk. Nice. Lucky draws here. I am gonna have to consult. Ooh, never mind. Yeah. I'm gonna do this now. I think. Yeah. I think just getting double blue here so that I can make sure. Oh, and they don't have a basic land in their deck? You've got to be kidding me. Get wrecked. Oh no. Pass. Soul Guide obviously a sideboard card. I'm just going to cycle it here, but at least we have double blue now for Consult. Let's pass. I don't need to tap out here on my turn for anything. I was going to stock up, but I already make my land drop that turn. It's fine. Let's do this. Maybe they ang this or something. I don't really care. No. I need the land. And what do I take here? No more lies? I guess. Yeah, let's stock up into no more lies here. I think that's fine. I've got my land for next turn. I have a no more lies. I kind of just want to take double consult here. I think that's probably the best. Pass. They play their whatever on end step. Ang or Appa or whatever. Great. Take a hike. Now they can play whatever they want. So they can Badger Mole, they can ramp, they can dump their hand here. Or play one card. That's fine too. I'm going to Day of Judgment all this away. What is it? Put something on the battlefield. Yup. You got it. Doesn't really matter what I play here. I am going to cycle the Soul Guide on their end step. Out of action, huh? That's why I like Soul Guide more than Rip. Yeah. 6 cards there too at this stage. It's probably over. Tidebinder's good. Essence Scatter's good. I don't think I want this. I can't remember what they sideboard. Torpor Orb's really good here. Soul Guide can come out. Spell Snare's good. 3 Steps is not great. Most of their stuff is really cheap, so I don't love that. Probably don't need one Shitong. And then I guess I'll cut stock up again, just because against the creature deck, low to the ground, aggro kind of, game plan. I'm going to try and not take turns off to stock up there, but... run 0 stock up. Oh, whoa, that's wild. Yeah, you never really stock up on turn 3 though, right? But yeah. Lesson that answers Elspeth. Yeah. Archdotas. Yeah. Because they're both good cards. I'll name white. Torpor Orb and Tidebinder are both really good. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. If you're a blue-black control deck, you still side in Torpor Orb even though you have demons in your deck. You don't side out the demon or anything, right? Same idea. I think I'm going to kill this. I don't have no more lies here. If I did, I would probably let them untap, but it doesn't matter that they don't even need to be on the battlefield at the same time. If I draw one, I don't need the other one, right? If they answer my Torpor Orb, then Tidebinder's good. Or if I have Tidebinder before I find a Torpor Orb, Tidebinder gets the job done. Then I play Torpor Orb later, like all those things. Well, I need land drops here. How am I gonna do this? I think I'm actually just gonna could shock and then consult Spell Snare. I think I should do that. Let's pass. Even though they've got the 4/3 in play here, just gonna try and find a land and a Dave Judgment, or in any order here. Yeah, it's okay if two of your cards don't line up perfectly with each other. If they're both good against your enemy, that's great. That's all you need. Don't not play them because they happen to line up badly with each other. Because then it's just a matter of the sequencing, right? Like, you can control that in-game. Yeah. Or a creature spell you control. Whoa. Crazy. Okay, rarely do I see that trigger. Yep. Okay. I have to take the land here. That sucks, but what are you gonna do? At least I can guess Dave Judgment now. So I play tap land, so yeah, I've just got to tap out here. Seam Rip is killing me. No get losts. Brutal. I'm gonna name blue. Stock up. Okay, I've got land for next turn. Guess I should take Torpor Orb. 6 cards. I have a Star Charts to keep going. I have Elspeth to play on next turn if I want. A Day of Judgment. I guess I'll take Torpor Orb. I feel like I should take a land here. But I'll try Torpor Orb. Alright, do your worst. Hopefully they just spew a bunch of crap onto the battlefield and we get to kill it all. But they could be, I don't know. Nope, no combos, huh? I guess they've got some random counter spell in their hand. Let's see what they do about this. They have Spell Snare, sure. Gonna consult for 1 card? I'm thinking of demo fielding on their upkeep to keep them off of a land here. Would they? Yeah, they probably bring in Tidebinder against me, right? I'm gonna do this. I don't know. Let's see if I get punished. I think we're stumbling pretty hard this game. We just didn't draw removal for Surak here, and I'm gonna die to him. I can Day of Judgment soon, but until, yeah, if I don't find a 2-mana counter here, I can't like go for the Day of Judgment, or a Spell Snare would be good too. Play some shit. There we go. Great. Okay. Whiff. Ouch. Nice whiff. Okay. Finally. The turn we don't need it. So, I guess I am still taking Get Lost here. And let's go for the Day of Judgment, I guess. Spell Pierce, pay 2? Am I, like, should I shock myself to leave up Spell Pierce here? I could see them playing Spell Pierce. Otherwise, it's that in web thing, and if I'm dead anyway. Yeah, if they have the in web thing, then I lose. Okay, great. Pass. Probably didn't need to shock myself there, but gotta do what you gotta do. Well, at least I have Get Lost this time. And my Wrath resolved instantly there, so I'm assuming they don't have another counter. We shall see. Yeah. Okay. Damn, wish I had an untapped land here, but no such luck. Okay, let's see if Elspeth can protect us here. I can Seam Rip the 1/1, but I feel like that doesn't do anything. They can map up, I can block. Maybe I should Seam Rip anyway, just in case. No, I don't know where they're getting the 4th point of damage, but we'll see. Let's see what happens here. Maybe they combo off. Who knows? I think they're still a combo deck. Wait for Fate, what's up? Day's good. Day's progressing. We're gonna play some Arc Raiders later. I don't know if you're down for that, but okay. So what do I do with Elspeth here? I could send some people to the air. I'm still just doing this. Jam Torpor Orb. Any spell snares? Man, I have no utility lands, and I can't even No More Lies of 4-drop here. It's kind of ugly. Yeah, because they can do that. I'm gonna die now, I guess. Yeah, I was debating sending those guys to the air, but maybe I should have. Okay, well, that I can counter. But now I have to get lucky and hope they don't find a spell in their top 2 cards here, so I think I lose. Unfortunate. Go to game 3, I guess. Oh! So you're saying there's a chance? Oh! Boom. Boom. Yeah, not enough removal. Only 1 sweeper and 1 Get Lost is not good enough. Seam Rip, I still need to play it. I can't take it out, but, you know, it's there for Badger Mole mostly. Let's run it back. We're on the play this time. Advantage back in our corner. See if we can get him here. Nice, good to hear. Hey, Jub, what's up? Amazing opening hand. Mulligan. Yikes. Ugh. I'm gonna put a Fountain Port on the bottom. I don't know. Probably can't, but ugh, colorless land there just feels atrocious. Anyway, No More Lies Get Lost buys us enough time to make our land drops, play Elspeth. We shall see. Badger Mole, or whatever. No Llanowar Elf on turn 1 is good. Maybe I should Get Lost that instead, actually. That's tempting, but I gotta take a turn off here. I'm gonna stock up now. And no more lands? Oh boy, that's bad. Okay. Holy shit. 5 non-lands on the top. At least they're gone. My chance of hitting a land is pretty good now. Over 50%. Deal. Didn't I put one of you on the bottom? Damn it. Here's an Aang. On end step, I'm going to have to counter and have no colored mana on their turn. Yeah, I got to use these while they're still live here. Don't even have double white. Oof. Looking ugly over here. Hopefully this Consult finds us something good, or we naturally draw a white source here and can cast Elspeth. Yeesh. Sure. Okay, I don't care about. Okay, well, this is ridiculous, but I basically have to. I'm just gonna do it for 2. Jesus. Okay, well, at least it's a white source. Let's kill this idiot. You can have a card. Okay, Elspeth threatening to take over the game next turn. Elspeth's a little bit better when I'm not on 4 life. She might actually win the game. I've got to play around some counter magic, but I was going to say, they're going to have to tap out on their turn here. So I think well, let's see what they find. Oh, that's pretty lucky. Okay, do that again. Let's pass. I don't care about the damage from Appa. Aang doesn't do anything when it ETBs. I'm probably still going to counter it because, again, No More Lies is getting very dead here. Oh, they drew a cavern off the top. Sure. Right. No ETBs for you. Okay, kill you. Is it the next upkeep? Whatever, who cares? Spell Snare, sure. Hopefully I find a sweeper here. That's all I need. But Elspeth can kill one of these things if I want. I don't really want to throw away Elspeth just to kill one thing, but they're both flying, so I don't really think I have a choice. Not great draw there. Just need a sweeper. I don't think I can let them have this. If I let them untap with this, I lose. When another creature leaves the battlefield, huh? I could make a token with Fountain Port and then sack it to draw a card. That's all my mana. That doesn't feel great. God, I really don't want to throw away Elspeth just to kill Aang here, but I don't think I have a choice. Just go for it. Giver. Or Appa. I don't know. Maybe I kill Appa there. Yeah. Who knows? Anyway, let's see if we can sweep this away. Go. Okay. Make fish. Oh, it tapped the other Fountain Port. What the fuck is the auto tapper doing? Fucking hell. Well, so much for my draw. Jesus Christ. It leaves up demo field. Whoops, I clicked fast there, and yeah, that's frustrating. Auto tapper is too stupid to know what's going on here. You gotta be kidding me. Go. Think I'm dead now. This. And this, you stupid piece of shit. And no Day of Judgments anywhere in the top of my deck, huh? Still have 4 in there. That's why you gotta play 4. Hopefully you draw them, but we did not. Dear God, blue-white drawing atrociously the last couple matches here. Should I try one more? Switch decks? Maybe try something else? Yeah, the control decks are all over the place. Like, they all have their weaknesses, they all have their strengths. I think blue-white is good. I think we just drew pretty badly in those matches, but try demons. The blue-black deck has its own weaknesses. For what it's worth, I think it's definitely a favorite against lessons. But yeah, if they just draw their cards in the right sequence, it's over, right? Unfortunately, or unfortunate. Try the other blue-white. I need a list. I don't know what the list you're talking about is. Did you post a link? Big Kev, what's up? TMNT Early Access, 3 weeks. Yeah, and end of February, the last week of February. So 3 weeks from now, yeah, something like that. My birthday in 2 weeks. Normally I would do a 24-hour stream, but I am going to do a 24-hour stream for the Early Access event, so yeah. Let's take a look at this. If it looks good, I might play it, but propagate. Sure. I cast terrible discard spell and hope that you're not... Oh, lucky. Okay. One creature in their entire deck, and I managed to snag it. like 4 copies, but one actual creature that I can take that's relevant. Dragons and all that shit don't matter. A Dragon Storm. Somebody out here still playing the Omni deck, huh? Alrighty. Okay. The life is irrelevant in this match, which is nice. I get to just start drawing a shit ton of cards here. And find that demon into Kavero very quickly. Be able to discard the demon, of course, because I'll have too many cards in my hand at the end of the turn. Wait, what? That's in the main deck? Crazy. Oh, there it is. Beautiful. Let's Avarice myself. Some dead cards here, but